Hey, you. Yeah, you. Friend. You like tears?
Inspiration? Oh, I don't really know how to answer that, because every moment's inspirational to me.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. So, it's not true anymore, is it? So before my editor actually wakes up, I'm gonna do some deep dive into making videos on my consulting channel right now. It's kind of sleepy around here. Just cats walking around. So I was thinking it will do just some chilling category. I cannot go grind because Black Desert Online is on maintenance right now. So what I would say that we will go through the patch notes. Let me see. And then there are some Warframe. Now let's just say some videos. Then maybe some Warframe farm later. Right? We could yeah, we could go farm. Like farming Citrine is a pain, but it is doable. Right. So let's just let it sit right here. Okay. Yeah, right. Let me see. All right. So here's the video of yeah, it's like this. So the video is by Shadow Nature. It's called 10 Worst Grinds in Warframe. Let's watch it. I wonder what he has to say, right? But before you watch it, okay, let me just open up my channels. I wonder what he has to say. Okay. I wonder what he has to say. Just no. Why are you repeating yourself, dude? Okay. So the video is in question, once again, from Shiro Nature. So it's right here. Yeah, thank you, Streambot, for putting this on YouTube as well. Let's go watch it. So this is the 10 top worst grinds in Warframe. So you wonder what that actually is. And I absolutely love his his cute little Warframe drip right here, and looks like a cat.
And thank you, because we're almost at 20k subs.
Well, congratulations. That's awesome.
I'll think of what to do for our 20k special, but if you have any ideas, let me know. Oh, and I also have a Discord server. I guess I never promoted, have I? If you want...
Yeah, he has 26k now. Actually. It was 4 months ago. So he gained like over 6,000 subscribers over just course of 4 months. That's huge. Yeah, you know, if I like the video, I'm going to subscribe to him as well. I don't really watch him, the Shiro Nature person. I don't know who it is. It'll just randomly pop up in my YouTube feed because I've been recently obsessed by various Warframe videos. Let's
want to
watch.
join, we do giveaways and talk about video ideas if you want to join. Link is in the description. Now, grinding in Warframe can be a lot of work. Sometimes you get lucky.
25, Emma!
Other times you feel like God himself is looking down, making sure you don't get that one last part for what you need. As someone who has grinded for every single frame and weapon in the game, I figured why not give a top 10 of the worst Warframe grind.
Okay, what is he playing? What is this? It's not the Wisp, is it? I don't know what frame he's playing, actually. I can't tell over the helmet. Is it Mesa? It kind of looks like Mesa. No, I digress.
Now these are current and subject to change.
Now, is it a Wisp? It might be a Wisp. Wisp or Mesa, one of the two.
And I know there's plenty of changes that made some grinds better. But stick around for some honorable mentions, and let me know what your worst grind was down below. So without further ado,
No, it's Wisp.
let's start
Okay.
at number 10.
Yeah, of course he's playing Wisp. Yeah, he has like a cat helmet. Of course he's playing Wisp. What was I thinking? You know, respect.
The Sporthrix. To get your hands on this, you'll have to go over to the Deimos vaults. The percent drop chance differs per part, at around 6 to 7%, which doesn't sound too bad. But each part is also on a timer for the bounties. You can only get one part per rotation, so every 2.5 hours you have a chance for another part. Having to do an isolation vault at the start can also be quite annoying.
I had no idea that there's a thing. Like, I saw this gun and I was like, nah, why would I use it? I have better guns. And especially if the grind is this bad for the gun. Like, why? But I guess things like these are in the game, so people who has grinded everything have still something to do. You know, give them some meaning. Like for me, the meaning is obvious, right? I would be just grinding credits because I love grinding currencies in video games. I have like 50 million credits. Probably not much, but you know, I'm happy with it. I know people who don't have that much credits. I presume that veteran players have like billions, but hey, it is what it is. Let's continue.
You can do bounties inside the vaults though, which make the grind a lot better. But with the time gate on the bounty switching, and if you miss your part after the bounty reset, it can make you wait an entire day just to try again. For this reason, it sits at the lowest at the moment. Soon it will have a Coda variant, so it'll allow more people to get access to one of Warframe's best snipers. So
it's a sniper. Well, farming Kodas is pretty easy. Yeah, I agree. It's like, as somebody who've done exactly one Kuvalich in their whole life, and that Kuvalich was sitting and stealing from me for like 5 years. I'm not kidding. I just activated him once, and he was just there ever since. And then I finally killed him, so I could actually activate the Coda. Yeah, I didn't kill him actually. I converted him. What is his name? What's the name of my village? Yeah, hang on. Let's just check quickly. What is the name of my village? So my game capture is all the way down here, really. Yeah, we should probably move this up. We should probably move this. Right here above the office, maybe. Okay, so let's check what the name of my village is. Okay. So you think the only way you can find it is if you go to your inventory. This is like one of those little symbols, I guess. I think his name was like Gonda Talora or something like that. I like hated his guts, but you know, respect. He was sitting in my game for 5 years. Like, cannot really just end him just like that. I would be. Oh, I have convert signal. I think that's it. Oh, no, I don't know. It's not it, is it? Now, ultimately, it doesn't really matter. Okay, there is so much stuff in this game that I don't even know where I get it from. Oh, I have Victor Rapier now. Oh, I forgot about it. It's not that I'm going to use it. I can't even find it in here. Right, we can actually... hold up. Hey, head up. Oh, Condatator. That's him. Odd Blood Sigil. Yeah. I don't think you can look how he actually looks like, but he can come to help you in your mission. And then later, if you have like some better railgic intristics, which I'm not that far yet, then you can actually also summon him as a member of your crew. But you need to have like command on 10, and I went with piloting and gunning first, but slowly getting there. Anyway, let's get back to the video, shall we? Okay, so
Forthrix will take our number 10 spot. At number 9, we have Steinax. Now, Steinax is a definition of what a time gate is. Now, to start the grind, you have to do the Veil Breakers quest.
Steinax. Oh. What was the grind for him? Wellbreaker, it's like, okay. Even though if parts for Steinax are in this, then yeah, I can see why you can do like once a week this mission to get this currency to then blow up on things that Carl is offering you. Yeah. Sorry, it's still morning in here. You know, I don't actually know what the Steinax grind looks like, mostly because like they released him, and if you are watching the stream when he was released, you got Steinax for free. So I have no idea what the grind for him is. It kind of feels bad if the grind for him is pain, because yeah. You know, watch the Warframe streams, what can I say?
This quest makes you go play as Call, a Grineer you control and go on missions. And these missions are slow.
I mean, you
And
cannot
the thing
bullet
about
jump and
Stynax
shit.
is that you need to be rank 5 to unlock the blueprint for him. Sounds easy, but then you find out you can only do 1 call mission per week. That means 5 missions for a total of 5 weeks of waiting. It's not a hard grind by any means, but the waiting is the worst part by far. So for this, we'll put Stynax at number 9 on the list.
Yeah, but you also got him for free for just being around when he was released. So I would say it's like 0 effort grind for me. I mean, I understand that it is not exactly the grind process or the intended process to get him. You were just lucky to be around by that time. And yeah, 5 weeks of waiting is kind of a... But I like, for a Black Desert Online player, 5 weeks is nothing. 5 weeks of grinding. You're telling me that for 5 weeks of grinding you actually get something in Warframe? You can 5 week grind in BDO and you get absolutely nothing. What do you mean?
At number 8, we have the Sepulchrum. Now, I do hope the Prime comes out with this dev stream, because we did get Trumna and Quas's Prime recently with Zaku. Now, getting the parts in the blueprint are actually very easy. Just talk to Father and trade in the standing. But to actually make the Sepulchrum, you need one of these.
Ah. You know, I did need one of these glasses in the past for something. I'm not sure what it was. It was like the standing with the family or something like that. And yeah, I remember being pretty angry about it. So yeah, if you need it for a weapon, then good luck. Mine and fish in Deimos. Yeah. The problem with fishing is like you need, if I remember correctly, you need some kind of like a special fishes that appear only in certain location at certain time, and you need to have the certain bait from one of those like 2 huge tentacles that are constantly shooting at each other. Like it's like Vome and Fas or something like that, and they are making residues, and you need to collect those residues, and then you need to make a bait out of those residues, and then you need to go fishing and hope that if you use that bait, that bait actually will give you the fish that you needed. It's
Share glass shards cost 20 grandmother tokens. Usually you can get about 3 to 4 on a good day, but grinding any tokens other than mother and father is always a huge chore to do. Grinding Deimos ores and fishing is the worst. So that's why Sepulchrum gets number 8 on this list. Next up for number 7, we have the Sinta. It's basically just a budget version of the Nataruk. Now to get it, you have to go running around Deviri for about an hour until you find one of these owl statues.
Okay.
These statues can take a lot of time just to find, let alone solve. And even then, if you solve the puzzle, you can still end up getting nothing out of it. On top of all that, you also need the resources from Deviri to even craft it. I would also...
Man, resources. I abhor research. I abhor everything about Deviri at this point. I was so excited when they released it, and then I realized it's just shitty version of normal Warframe. Just farming stupid stuff with like half puzzle, half action mini games all over the place, and then you need to fight Warframe, which is like the worst thing in the universe. And the worst part is you still need to do it because the Warframe, you need Warframe clasps or whatever it is called to your Incarnon weapons. And I do have Incarnon Prime for my Nidus, right? Sue me. I bought Nidus Prime Access back in the day, and they gave me the Strun Prime, which is pretty powerful shotgun, and you can attach Incarnon on it. But I still don't have that Incarnon crafted because like the idea that I need more like those clasps farmed is like I don't really want to go play Deviri twice and kill 2 Oroworms. It's like it's not that you wouldn't be able to do it. You are able to do it. I think, and are you getting like 5 or 10 for one Oroworm? I don't even know. If it's 5, then you need to go 4, or you can do it on the steel path, which basically just makes everything a little bit harder for 2 extra clasps. So my philosophy on this is never do steel path if you need to farm something quickly, because you can just, you know, in normal like circumstances, like for example 1999 normal star chart and whatever, you can if you have like a good build, you can do steel path missions just as quickly as normal missions, and then extra rewards are usually worth it. But in Duviri, no. Like, no, that's all I have to say. So like 4 auto worms for just 1 encounter is absolutely insane. They should give us like auto worm drop in the circuit, so we don't have to touch Duviri ever again. Like even canonically, why would Driftwood wanna go back into Duviri? They are traumatized from Duviri, right? It's just only bad shit was happening there lately.
Also mention Kalervo here, but I think he's more straightforward to get rather than the Cinta. But both could go here, I just didn't want to clog up the list. So for this, we'll put Cinta at number 7.
Yeah, well Kalervo is, at least you pretty much know what to do. You always go to Duviri, go to that Kalervo prison if he is there, defeat him, get some materials, and eventually we'll just put Kalervo together, right?
Next up at number 6, we have the Hespar. Now the Hespar you can get from doing the different modes in the Zariman. The blueprint is easy to get from the bounties, and people
I'm not sure if I have that or not.
do Cascade for Void Relics, so you already have 2 of the 3 you need. But the last part is the Blade. The Blade you can get from Seed Drop rotation over at Void Armageddon. Some of you might have forgotten what Void Armageddon even is, and I don't blame you. It's a defense mission going back and forth until you defend 3 objectives and then kill the Void Angel. Once you kill the Void Angel, that will count as 1 rotation. One rotation can take around 6 to 8 minutes, and you need C rotation for the blade to actually drop. That's around 20 to 25 minutes just for a drop chance. And the blade only has a 10% drop chance, so you can easily spend hours.
Okay. Realistically, this is not so bad. Like 25 minutes plus, you can also do these in bounty modes, right? So if you are like farming reputation for Zariman, which I don't have because everything about Zariman is weird, so I don't really like going there too much. But I've done these missions multiple times. Maybe I even have that blade and not even realize it because I'm not like collecting excessively. Just whenever there is something that I can collect, and I usually do, but it's not like I'm hunting every single weapon. I don't really care about my mastery rating, and even though I don't care about it, I am mastery rating 24, which is not half bad, right?
Hours or even days just grinding this thing. For how
I mean, maybe you have wrong mindset. You know, don't grind for this. You will get this naturally just for doing missions in Zariman. But I get maybe this video is about like when you intentionally farming stuff and then it gets tedious, and then then I totally understand how this can be bad. But like, it's a looter shooter. It's basically every time you're just doing stuff, you hope for the RNG gacha gods be on your side and to get what you want. I mean, it's the same whenever you're farming like Gomei, right, or Sijin in those missions, and you are slowly getting those like currencies that you need, like metric factor north, to be able to buy those from the shop. But sometimes you get the whole thing, right, and you're like, okay, this is good. Same, it was same for farming flare or like the temple and the weapons for temple and from Skaldra. You were just doing the stage defense over and over again, and you were getting heartstrings, but sometimes you got like a part or a blueprint, which helped a lot.
terrible this game mode is, I think it's deserved for the number 6 spot on this list. At number 5, we have the Wolf Sledge. Now, some of you may look and see that it's actually tradable, and it's pretty cheap compared to other weapons. But the actual grind for this thing is horrendous. First, you actually have to have it available in the Nightwave rotation. This means you have to wait about 2 to 3 weeks until you see a Wolf of Saturn 6 beacon in the shop. This thing costs 50 Nightwave credits each. 50 is already a lot for a beacon. And considering all the available stuff from Nightwave, it can be a tough choice to just try and gamble for the part you need. And to
Yeah, but like the hammer is like it's not even good, right? So unless you are desperately in need for mastery points, why would you even waste your time and resources to build this? Like, there are much better hammers in the game.
craft the weapon you need.
Like, okay, if I go to the game just for a second, yeah, let's go to the game. So I think, wait, no, now I wanted arsenal. So just if I swap, I'm looking at the hammers, right? This one, like Arca Titan, you just build up and then you do big slam, right? This one isn't half bad either, right? Magistrar, and I think there is a prime version of Magistrar as well. All of these are great hammers. Is this I don't have a wolf hammer, but like no, just don't use wolf hammer, people. Just why? There is literally no reason to. It's a bad hammer, and you should feel bad for using it. Anyway, let's keep watching.
4 parts, which means at minimum you're going to be spending at least 200 Nightwave credits if you're lucky. This is one of those weapons.
Like, okay, I don't. There is one thing that I don't really like about Warframe, and it's when they lock some mediocre weapon behind like some stupid grind, and then you grind it, you get it, and then you're desperately trying to make it work, only to realize that all that effort that you put into it was literally just to get some mastery experience, because like whatever you do, you already have better weapons, but you know, at least it keeps the game fresh and you have something to do. But I would not spend 50 Nightwave credits for this hammer.
Weapons where it's just better to buy the parts than to actually grind for it. So we will put Wolf Sledge at number 5. At number 4, we have the Brack. The Brack was actually my last weapon I needed for my account, with over 2,500 hours of gameplay, by the way. I did so many invasions for stuff like mutagen masses that even being marked by the Goose Drag 3, it still takes forever for them to actually hunt you. The better way is to
Wait, so you okay, so this guy, he has every weapon in the whole Warframe on his account so far. Maybe this was 4 months ago, and I don't think they released new weapons. Maybe like Coda weapons between now and then, so now he has something to do. But he has every weapon in Warframe in existence on his account. Dude. You know, this is why Warframe players and Black Desert Online players, sometimes they have the same, exactly the same vibe, exactly the same energy. Like, this is it. Let's grind, okay? Let's make a meme out of this. Okay, there is a meme generator, right? So this is the bro. Yeah, sure. This. So, Warframe players and video players grind. Yeah, this is exactly it. This is it. Yeah, it's about right. Yeah. Yeah, I think this sums it up. Okay, I think I need to save this actually. Let's save it. Hold on. There we go. I just slum it somewhere on the Discord, and then we will reuse it later. Yeah, that was me, not you. Sorry.
actually buy the beacons from Barrow, which you need to get lucky that he even sells them. It could be a month out until he sells them again, and you better have enough Ducats for him. You can get Necros to help with the drop rates, but just getting them to spawn naturally without a beacon can just take forever. The parts are also not tradable at all, and you can't buy the weapon from the in-game market either. That means you have to kill them for the weapon. Thank God that there's a Kuva variant. For that, we'll give Brack our number 4 spot. If you've seen a
So if you have a Kuva weapon, okay, this is what I'm interested in knowing. Like, if you have a Kuva weapon, and you have the normal weapon for that, how does it count like two different weapons for the terms of mastery, or is it like the same? I should probably ask ChatGPT instead searching on a wiki. And there is a Reddit post. The Kuva weapon max level is 40, but you do not need to put in each level. But you do need to put in 5 format to reach that level, and you do gain mastery exp for those extra levels. Okay. Interesting. Any weapon variant counts towards a mastery rating pro. Okay, so wait, so was he like not entirely honest? Like, if he is saying that thank God there are Kuva weapons, does it mean that he doesn't have normal variants? I don't know. I don't care. Let's go.
theme with the last two weapons, then number 3 should not be much of a shocker. The Detron. The Detron is from Zanuka, which is like the Brack, but instead of helping the Corpus in invasions, you help the Grineer. Once you're marked for death, that means Zanuka has a 0.5% chance of spawning in any mission.
What?
You will need 3 parts to craft the Detron.
0.5?
Yes, that means 3 times he has to spawn, and pray you don't get a duplicate. Same as the Brack as well, it's untradeable, and can't be bought from the market. You will want to get the Zanuka beacons from Barrow, just the same. So Detron will get the number 3 spot. Now for the second hardest grind in War.
0.05 chance that the mob spawns, and then you need to one of 3 parts from the mob. You will get one out of 3 parts. So you need to kill him 3 times minimum at 0.5 spawn rate, and you need to pray you don't get 1 part multiple times. Yeah. You know, this is some BDO treasure items shenanigans right here.
Warframe?
Even though BDO is worst. Like, let's be honest.
It's war. For people that have war and are like MR10, I hate you. Out of the 2,500 hours of me playing, I have still yet to get a war drop from Stalker. Having a 5% drop rate doesn't sound too bad, but I have killed over hundreds of Stalkers during my playtime, and I have not gotten it once. But hey, I got a bunch of dreads. The thing that's different from
I have a bunch
War
of dreads
versus
as well.
the previous 2 weapons are that there are so many other drops. With War, it's all or nothing. You can get Stalker beacons from Barrow for 200 ducats each.
Also, people like saying that War is actually War's variants compared, because you need Broken War to be able to reforge War itself. And people often say that that the War is actually War's melee weapon compared to the Broken War. So not only it is a bitch to get, but also if you build it, you just lock yourself out of better melee weapon. That is also hard to get after, because you get one for free for doing main quest, but if you want another one, you need to do like metric fuck ton of bullshit for what's his face, Cephalon, whatever. Simularis. This is, yeah. What the guy that is doing those? Yeah, Simaris. Okay. Okay, Loki, we need to do something about this music that's constantly by Samakar. Okay, I love This Is What You Are song, but it's just too loud. Let's just go with this. Anyway, let's go back.
If you really want to try grinding for it. But even doing bosses daily and being marked by Stalker, it can take very long just to naturally get. And the only way to buy this is from the Hunhao bundle, which is like a lot of platinum. Hopefully RNG is on your side with this one, unlike it was for me. But because it was, I will put this at number 2 on my list. Before we get to the number 1 spot, I wanted to give some honorable mentions. Pre-nerf Railjack and pre-nerf Necromech grinds were hella bad. Pre-Railjack, you needed 15 Argon Crystal for a part, and each part takes
15? Oh my god, just imagine 15 Argon parts. Just for one section of Railjack. What the fuck, man? So you know what this means? You need to have all of these things prepared. Because once you start grinding for those Argon crystals, you won't have... You'll have like, I think Argon crystals expires in like 24 hours, right? So you would have 24 hours since you dropped the first Argon crystal. So you would need to run those void missions like crazy, which takes time on itself. Like if you go in a mission searching for an Argon crystal, it might take longer than usual. You don't just rush through the mission to complete it. You need to search through boxes and stuff to find Argon crystals. And hey, to be fair, you usually get like 2 to 3 Argon crystals per mission, but it still means that you need to do at least 5 missions in a row. And once you get those crystals, you have 24 hours to start building this. So good luck if you don't have 80 Copernicus, for example. Or if you don't have that ferret, if you don't have that polymer, you need to go grind all of those. Because if you are not ready, then your Argon crystals expire. And once you are ready, you actually need to go farm those Argon crystals again. And 15 of them. Jesus. I hate anything that is crafted throughout Argon crystals. Because you just need to go and find those crystals. Like somebody made literal effort for the grind for some weapons to be as obnoxious as possible, because you just cannot have multiple of these. They just expire. They get deleted out of your inventory. And this unique mechanic is also obnoxious. Let's say for what it is, right?
taking 24 hours to craft was outrageous. And Necromechs having to get the actual parts from the mechs and Deimos vaults was also super bad. Also, liches can be really time consuming if you're going for all the weapons. And don't even get me started on the Requiem relics that you're going to need to grind. Oh yeah, and fucking Carnage.
I'm not doing
now,
it. Yeah.
For the
Carnage.
last weapon, the
I agree.
Rotten Vandal. For those who know, I'm sorry. For the ones that don't, let me tell you why this is the worst in the game.
Okay.
Everyone
listening.
hates leveling up. You sit in Sanctuary Onslaught for about 3 to 4 rounds until your stuff is maxed. It's boring, you get virtually nothing other than some regular relics, and it's mind-numbing. Bracken can only be obtained from reaching and clearing stage 8 of Elite Sanctuary. And yes, only Elite, so unless you're MR30, you have to use a fully leveled frame, so no leveling and grinding at the same time. And
Well, to be fair, you can level up your weapons. This is what I do when I usually have a new weapon. I just take like a separate frame or somebody like Temple, so I can kill stuff, and I go to elite level Sanctuary and just grind there. Usually there are just people running with you and nuking stuff, so you get a lot of experience to your weapons. And like you can either support them, so you can take like Trinity for that, or Dante to just spread shields everywhere. Or you can take like Temple, so you can kill stuff quickly with Lizzie. And then you just level up your weapons passively as long as you have more party members around you.
Round Vandal has 2 parts that you need from round 8. Lotto Vandal is hard, but only needs 1 part, not like the Bratton does. Going all the way to round 8 takes around 20 to 30 minutes just for a shot at.
I don't think I have these Vandal weapons though. Do I? No, I don't think I do. Are they good? I have Breton Prime, so I put my Incarnon into that. Is there a Lotto Prime even? I don't even know.
At this thing. And if you don't get the drop, you get something completely useless instead. The blueprint and the stock are both C rotation and only have a 2% drop chance for each. My advice is that if you're leveling weapons and you're at stage 4 or higher, tough it out for the last couple just for a try. But hey, that's all I got for you guys today for the top 10 worst Warframe grinds. Again, if you have any other worst grinds or grinds that you experienced that you hated, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we hope to see you guys in the next video.
Thanks for the video, dude. This has been shit on nature. I love how he has these. Okay, there's some thirst trap in his videos right here. Lightning returns achievement. Gooners review. Okay, shit on nature. What's lightning returns achievement? Lightning return with Final Fantasy 13, like spin-off game, no? Or like the continuation. What are you doing? Oh, he's actually playing that. Okay. So he is playing. Okay, never mind. Hold up. Does he have any more videos like that? Or they? Goodbye, Valkyrie. Oh yes, this is a new thing. So just so you know about the situation, let's talk about Valkyrie a little bit. So Valkyrie, okay, it's a Warframe that basically has only one ability. Like, she does have 4 abilities, but realistically, if you're playing Valkyrie, you're just using her 4, and sometimes her, I think it is 3, like the debuff, you know, to do more damage. But let's be honest, everybody is playing Valkyrie for her 4th ability. What 4th ability does is it gives you like these claws or fist weapons. You know, it's technically what it is like fist and similar to, I think it's Korudo. So it's not like a fist weapons or claw weapons, but it's like something that you have on your hands and on your legs too. So you're doing punches and kicks, like basically martial artist. That's fitting for Warframe. But the important part is that as long as you have those active, you are literally unkillable. Nothing can touch you. So naturally, what people did was they built absolute glass cannon with emphasis on damage, energy pool, and energy regeneration. Because that way, and I don't mean like put in a flow, like flow doesn't work because that's a toggle ability. I mean like put in equilibrium, you know, and have some pet that will give you more energy globes, you know, the classic Warframe stuff. What this does is it makes you unkillable, literally. And Valkyrie was one of those frames that could survive everything, even the level cap, because nothing could kill her. So what Digital Extremes, in their infinite wisdom, did was they announced rework recently, saying that, you know guys, she is no longer going to be invincible during her 4, but don't worry, okay, it's fine, we're going to give her more armor and more health. So for anybody who doesn't know how this works, is even if you have like 95% damage reduction and like 7,000 health, it still means that level cap enemies will one-shot you, because the damage scaling is just that huge. So it was such a slap in the face, and in that wording, like, don't worry guys, it's gonna be good, you know, we are giving her armor. And now you have a lot of like Warframe fanboys out there. It's just saying, let them develop the game like they want, you know, this is fine. No, it's not fine, because you are essentially taking away the whole identity of that Warframe. You should have created new one instead, if you wanted these shenanigans. Yeah, and even if they will stay true to their promises, like making health tanking more viable, right? There are some speculations like not being able to get one shot, you know, and the more health you have, the more like health segments that they can take at once by one hit. these sort of things, you know, and tone down damage and armor scaling of the enemies towards level cap, these sort of things. Even if they stay true to all of this, you've still taken something that has been iconic to Warframe, that defined the Warframe, and you stripped it away to recreate it. That's never good, and players will never like you for it. And I sincerely hope, because they are preparing this rework in tandem with preparing her, what's it called? Heirloom skin. I hope that this heirloom skin sales that they think that nobody is going to buy it, to show them that this wasn't the way. But I digress. Let's watch this. The video is called Goodbye Walker. Again, it's from Shiro Nature. I'm gonna share the link real quick. Okay, let's go watch it. Yeah, sick music, by the way. So the bro has 185 HP, sorry, shields, and 499 HP. So it's like absolutely minimum. He didn't vote anything towards health, because Valkyr, you don't need health, because you just have your perma on your fourth, and if your fourth just run off, you're just going to die anyway. So why even bother? And that's fine. You know, that was what we got used to, and that was what we wanted from Valkyr. Hold on, this is 263 Greniers. He's just mowing through them with melee. Yeah, look at these numbers. 5 million, 2.2 million, 19 million, 200k, 150k. So this is somebody who knows how to play Valkyr and who's probably enjoying playing her like this. So thank you, Digital Extremes, for your infinite wisdom, for taking the one thing that defined this frame away and make it another standardized bullshit frame, while we have Temple with his invulnerability, you know, just play solo in the middle of enemies and you are immortal, you know. We have Revenant. We have other bullshit frames that are basically immortal. But nah. Let's take this away from Valkyr, because it doesn't make sense. We need more health tanking, guys. It's going to be fine, sure. That's just a clown behavior at this point. But you know, there are like 60 frames to choose from, so I guess Valkyr will end up abandoned. It doesn't have a huge number of players playing her anyway. The only people who literally played Valkyr were mostly the people who were interested in these high-end endurance missions with high-level enemies, you know, and aiming slowly towards level cap, these sort of guys. These were Valkyr enjoyers. Because for normal missions, you don't need to be invincible, and you can take any Warframe, slam in any melee weapon, and just obliterate everything without any issue. Now, Steel Path is a little bit harder, but it's still doable with majority of Warframes without more issues. You just need to know a little bit about what you're doing. If you were focusing on playing Valkyr, you wanted this invincibility, you wanted to abuse this invincibility, and to be able to push through missions where most of normal Warframes would have, let's be honest, very, very hard time. This is what Valkyr was from, and this was what defined her, and then they took it away. No matter how you look at it, this is major loss for Digital Extremes. Like, they basically bent over all Valkyr players and fucked them in the ass. That's what's happening. So I hope that nobody is going to buy their stupid Heirloom, you know, skin. until they revert this stupid change. That's what it is. Excuse me, what? Wait, what? Yeah, sure. Don't worry, guys. We are buffing Valkyrie, okay? It's not a nerf. It's actually a buff because she was doing really poorly and all she done was immortal. Meanwhile, Valkyrie players throwing billions of damage around. This is ridiculous, really. Okay. What is he doing? His Warframe just got shut down and he's running somewhere in his operator form. If this is a person who knows how to play Valkyrie, I don't think that the developer who is currently making remake of the frame knows as much about the frame as this guy who is playing her. That's about it. Like, I bet you that Pablo or whatever his name is, he knows shit about how to play Valkyrie. He never did one of those endurance missions. He never did solo this hardcore content with just Valkyrie relying on her fourth ability. He was just tasked with doing remake, so he did remake. And man, like usually Digital X teams, they are making great things with the game, but this one was a huge miss, I'm telling you. Oh, sorry. Okay, so this has been... Okay, I'm gonna give him a like. This has been Goodbye Valkyrie from Shiro Nature. If we go back in here, what's this? Site of Duty, Frame Ops 9. It is only 2 minutes, let's watch it. So, in case you don't know, the site is one of the newest frames. I think he was the newest before the Temple was released. Okay, now is all the hype is going to Yarali Prime, but it's not actually new frame, it's just a Prime version of the frame that is kind of loved and hated by the community at the same time. You know, and then you have people like, give us one tap riding Merulina, and other people, oh, leave it as it is, you know. Why would you use augment to get rid of my Merulina? Or why would you not use augment? Why are you trying to ride Merulina? You know, the K drives are stupid. But it's kind of a discussion that is really not focused in whether the Warframe is bad or not. It's more of a, like, people just shitting on each other, and ironically enough, these kind of discussions are usually healthy for the game, because whenever you have players passionately arguing about something between each other, that means that they are all engaged in the game. If you have Valkyrie situation, then you have a whole lot of players passionately hating on developer that is showing bad decision with the game. You know, like, those are two major differences how players express their opinion about the game through hate, in positive and negative way. But I digress. So, side, that frame, I gotta say it, it's so much fun to play. Like, essentially, you have integrated aimbot, well, not aimbot exactly, but wallhack, because you literally see enemies, and especially highlighted their weak spots throughout the walls. You can be invisible, and you have sniper rifle that one-shots everything. Like, I'm no kidding. And if you do not one-shot enemy, then you take your ammunition, you take one of the elements that this enemy is weak to, and apply it as an extra shot to your weapon, and then you one-shot that enemy. If you one-shot an enemy throughout shooting its weak point, this weak point damage will spread to all the weak points around that enemy, meaning you are literally blowing everything up. Whenever you play side, you usually have highest amount of kills. Sometimes you don't. If there is a lot of low-level enemies and people are like nuking them down, then they might have more kills than you, because your AoE is limited to enemies that are near you. But still, you're going to top the damage chance. Like, if you take side into low-level missions, you might not have the highest number of kills, but you will have 99% of your team's damage. How is this possible? Because whenever you hit a weak spot, those damage numbers are off the charts. It's broken, it's fun, and it's like one of those frames that reward actually thinking about what you're doing and skill. You literally need to feel like a sniper. You will just duck somewhere down and start sniping people. That's about it. I'm sorry, I didn't want it to do that. So, okay, let's watch the video. Okay, I promise we will go to the Black Desert patch notes right after this. I wanted to watch one video, and I'm watching third from this guy. Sheer Nature. I'm going to subscribe to him actually. Right, before we start, here is the link to the video. So this is Sheer Nature Site 9. So he's just making Call of Duty art for Warframe. It's a great idea, and it's fitting because, like, this is the frame that screams the most. I am a soldier. Look at me. And even Quincy, his Jiminy skin is like he is like the millennial, the worst kind of millennial. Even, you know, he's like 1999 street kid. You know, with all that slang, he's calling you fam and famalam and kas. It's just, you know, the millennial cringe. You know, I like it. I'm millennial myself, okay? But I can understand that some people may think he is cringe. But it's the whole 1999 situation is just so funny. Like, they got off rails. Warframe 99 is most deranged experience that any game could deliver these years, in last like 2 years. Because they just took this science fiction, like fantasy opera, and they slammed it into the 90s with like environments, with like millennial slang. There is even a cardboard copy of Gordon Freeman standing in the main hub where you can meet other players, other drifters, other Warframes. It's completely deranged, but in a good way. You know, you have like two things. You have things like Fortnite, where they take all of the judgment away and just shamelessly put in all that is trending just to get more money out of kids. And then you have deranged in a good sense, that is like a Warframe, where they like put something completely mental into the game that you think, how is this possible? You know, I don't know, it's time travel, but there are like time travel implications. You know, what if we change the past? Shut up, don't worry about it, okay? We're just traveling to the 90s. Have fun, have a pizza, have a boy band, go kill baddies, and don't think about it. Just enjoy yourself. And that's why I love Warframe so much. Oh, here he is. Boom. Yeah, this is average Site 9 experience, by the way. Okay, this is lore. This is not lore accurate way to play Site, because if you're playing Site, you're never reloading your sniper rifle. Actually, you just use your ability to load in more elemental damage by your skill. You're not reloading. Yeah, pretty much. One-shooting Eidolons. He's also great for that spider on Venus. What's her name? Orb something? Destructor Orb, something like that. I forgot her name. But she is a bitch to deal with. But like, if you have Sight, you know, it's just weak shooting her weak spots with elements she's weak on, and the fight is ended in a second. Hold on. What's that? Ugly motherfucker. Okay. So look how... Okay, it's not... Never mind. I like the chain effect of those weak shots. How it goes hard. Ah, good morning, Calastris. You can take patch note from NAAU already. Oh, is that so? Okay, I got lost in Warframe videos, to be honest. So, let's just fix this. Thank you. So just patch video, right? Video. Patch day, huge. Yeah. Yeah, it's a clickbait. Maybe I will. Let's incorporate it into the name of the stream as well. You know. Hold up. Give me a second. We will be back to a video shortly. Okay. Patch day huge, yeah. This will bring in more people. I feel shameless for doing this, but I also don't care. Arcane. Let's get back to the video, shall we? Okay, I have so many windows open. I'm still not used to this multi-streaming and stuff. There's so much going on. But hey, it's cool. This video has 3 minutes. I feel like we've been watching for half an hour. Okay, so he's showcasing build. That's fine. You can build him any way you want to. Archon Flow, Archon Continuity, I don't know. Precision Intensify, I can get behind. Because you basically just wanna... you want your sniper rifle to go as hard as possible. Right? Equilibrium, it's a no-brainer. And the rest is basically up to you. I'm usually not using Worthy Commadery. I'm always using like Steel Charge. Because more damage on melee, and melee is always reliable no matter what kind of frame you use, and it will give you more mod slots, or not mod slots, but more capacity on your mods. Also, whenever you play Warframe, so this is my recommendation, just a little tip from me personally. Whenever you play Warframe that is not focused on melee damage per se, and you don't have some sort of melee damage that you want to use for a specific reason, you don't know what to use, always use the Dark Raktika Dagger or whatever that is that you can buy from Red Veil. Because the dagger not only is doing great damage just by being the weapon it is, but it's also recharging your shield just by attacking people with radiation effect, and it has innate radiation effect on it. So what actually happens is you are getting overshield, meaning it will help you survive if you are in a tight spot. It will recharge your shield, and it will give you space to then flip into operator form, run away with a huge amount of shield buff, and start doing your thing. So it is a very versatile tool to use unless you want to use some, I don't know, big bonk weapon because you are playing Kullervo or some other Warframe, you know, these sort of things. So yeah, this dagger is amazing. And I'm using it on site actually. Just because whenever I run out of invisibility, for example, then I will use it to survive before my invisibility runs up and I can start shooting things again to maintain it. Yeah, of course, full ability strength build on everything. Yeah, it's just there are no other shards than red in Warframe. No other shards exist. I can get behind this. Yeah, primary acuity is probably the most critical mod for his rifle. Because look at the effect. 350% weak point damage. And critical chance. And multi-shot. It cannot have multi-shots, but you don't care. Because you are aiming for those weak spots. It's... You want those weak spots. Because whenever you hit weak spot on sight, what happens? Damage goes off the charts. It spreads to nearby enemies, so you blow up entire room by hitting one enemy in the head, and you also increase your invisibility. So the side has invisibility skill, right? You go invisible for like about 8 seconds. But what you can do, if you shoot a weak spot, some time will get added to your invisibility, I think up to 40 seconds. So if you shoot a bad guy, and there are more bad guys, you trigger all of those weak spots with one hit. And you are immediately on the cup of that invisibility. It's amazing. Okay, this is like priming weapons, whatever. I don't think it's even needed. For most of the content that you'll be running, just one-shotting things anyway, if you, for whatever reason, pick side to endurance mission and try to go for a level cap, I don't know why you would even do this, honestly. I think that's not a good idea. It's not a good frame for that kind of shenanigans. But if you would like to, then you probably need some prime weapon, you know, and then you would prime enemies, and then you would explode them with the weak point shot. This is a great video, by the way. Okay. Thank you, Shiro Nature. I'm going to give him a like. Give him a like as well, if you can. And we're going to go and check the video patch notes. So hold on, just a second. Ah, they're actually out for NA and EU. Okay. So just let me... Yeah, this is fine. This is how it should look. Okay, so greetings adventurers. Yeah, the latest update details for BDO, June the 5th, 2025. 122 updates. And it's approximately 1 gigabyte share. I hope you're not on dial-up. But it was on dial-up on 2025, right? I do remember dial-up. I remember the noises it was making whenever you would try to connect throughout your phone. It's iconic. They should make a song out of it. Maybe somebody did. Now, let's not get distracted. So first, events, and then additional improvements, class changes, monsters, quest and knowledge, modified options. Okay. Following items that were listed on the central market house have been moved to warehouse. Concentrated magical gem, insecticide, plant powder. Okay. Immortal Guns Drought, Goshroros. I don't even know what that is. Is it a rhino? Immortal perfume. It's whatever. Stuffed weasel. Why are you removing stuffed weasel? Did they change the... They probably have changed the prices or something. Okay, it's fine. Login daily, stack up your rewards. Okay, so what kind of rewards are we talking about? Okay. 80 fail stacks. So we can get 80 fail stacks every day. And just for every day, we get 2 enhancements kits, Radiant Shakato Seal, and Advice of Wax. Okay, so by wording here, I presume that every day, for next 4 days, we will get these. Okay, so we will get these numbers for, so just log every day, get rewards. You know, if you don't log, jokes on you. But it's a weekend is going up, right? So usually on weekend days, meaning Saturday and Sunday, you get login rewards twice. So if you don't have time to log in today or tomorrow, then you can catch up on weekend. So it's actually good. You know, 80 stacks. It's nothing nowadays, especially for like sovereign weapons and what's that new edition? I don't even have that yet. Those new accessories. I have it like on the tip of my tongue. I just can't. Never mind. It takes so much. I think you are supposed to pity them. Because I've seen a video of somebody having like 500 fail stacks and like 0.2% chance to succeed. So at that point, fail stacks are useless. It's ridiculous. Okay, we have daily rewards. Did they actually change from the last month? It always looks the same. I have like a huge amount of this garbage in my chest, and I'm not even... I'm probably going to take these drought boxes to make them into 1 hour long boxes if I have some of those magical potions somewhere. But this is like only thing that I'm getting excited. Because what is all of this? It's like whatever. But I didn't check out the seal exchange list. Did they change it? This has been in the game for a long time, right? Is there like any new? Ethereal, Dawn Earring, Ominous Ring. Okay, so we have a lot of 3 accessories. If you have a lot of these seals, which you do not, because they are time gated, and there is no way to get them in game otherwise than you're just logging in and getting them. So you need to be probably careful about what you spend them on. But it's like whatever. All of these accessories can be like crafted. You know, just farm them up and craft them down and hope they don't blow up, which they do usually. You know, the typical shenanigans. Okay. So what's this? Get festival ready with festival seal. Get festival ready with festival seal. What are festival seals? What kind of festival are we talking about? It looks some kind of like Japanese Sakura school festival. They even have school uniforms. What are we doing? We are turning this fantasy world into anime. Go to the Manage Currency UI to check out exchangeable items. Outfits? Enhancement box? Okay, your classical Joker pet that you are going to use to breed with other pets to increase the tier. And we have value pack, Kama Silver Blessings. Okay. And event festivals by defeating monsters, gathering or fishing. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go gather some stuff and we will get currency, and then we can buy outfits for the currency. That's actually good extra from June 26, so we have about 14 days. That's whatever. This is good actually. You know, I don't hate it. All of your goffies are named Asparagus. Why? Why would you do that? Felt fitting. It's a ghost. It's not a vegetable. God damn it. Okay. Wait. I'm in the wrong window again. Okay. Yeah, this is good. How to get the Vent Festival. Vent Fest. Please don't fix this. I love Vent Festival. It's much more engaging than Event Festival. Just imagine it's a festival where everybody is just standing and complaining to Vent about how tedious the grind is. I would love that. Please don't change this. Okay. So this is the full list. Yeah, there are a lot of handy items. And if you don't want to choose or don't know what to choose, you know, just blow it all on silver. Silver is always valuable, even though its value is always really low. But this is the silver is the only thing in the game that will have value forever. The problem with it is that inflation is slowly growing. So like, if you have a couple of billion silver now, you are basically poor player. If you had a couple of billion silver like 5 years ago, it would be huge. But it's always valuable. My advice is not to blow everything on silver, okay? Just look at all of these things that you can buy. You know, blessings are good. Inventory slots, if for whatever reason you don't have that max on your main character. You know, mate is always valuable. Premium outfit, I mean, we have like millions of these outfits. Like, if you are not the guy who is melting everything to cronstones, then you will probably, like me, have like 30 outfits in the box somewhere. But hey, always handy to get more. What I don't know what's this premium enhancement boxes. Okay, it doesn't show me. They have a link, but it doesn't tell you anything. Okay. New and recurring step-by-step leveling. Okay, so this is for new and returning. Maybe it's I should be interested about this, right? So new adventure. Adventurers logging in with 60 days or creating family. New adventure benefits like 60 days, creating your secondary password. Oh, secondary password. So like you need two-factor. Okay, that's good. Like, do you want extra rewards? Get a two-factor now. You know, prevent hackers and get rewards. Win-win. And I agree. Okay, no joke. This is actually good. Like people, if you do not have two-factor authentication on your MMOs or anything you do online, what are you doing? Returning adventurer. Adventurers who haven't logged into the game for at least 30 days. Okay, that's me. I started yesterday. I haven't used the web central market. Okay. So this is just definition of what we are. Okay, so the new adventure week 1. March artifact. It's actually good. It's actually pretty good. We already have one defense points for two-factor. Yeah, we do. But like, there is never enough motivation to get people to stop flooding support with tickets that their account got stolen. It's like, please help, I shot myself into... it's like if you come to the gun store and say, please help, I shot myself into the leg with the weapon you're selling. Like, have you tried not shooting yourself in the leg? You know, have you tried two-factor verification on your account? You get more backpack space in World of Warcraft, if I remember correctly. Yeah, but it's like I think it's like 2 slots or something, or 4 slots, which is, I guess, good for a new character. But then you go and buy 30 slot back from marketplace and 8,000 loyalties. Okay, but these are all for new adventurers, right? So classic new stuff, we got those as well when we started, like inventory expansions, some beta nutritions. I remember this event cuckoo. I got it too, and I started like in 2016, right? Pen Capotia, okay, this is good. This can actually kickstart somebody's account. Week 2, okay, Radiant Fairy, okay. Discount. Some cronstones, you know. Can never have enough of these cronstones. Might as well start with... oh, it's Dex Tuvala weapon enhancement kit, so we get cronstones for those. Can't you, like, brute force Tuvala nowadays? All the way to deck. Okay, value pack. Sure. Pen accessory enhancement kit. 100%. Okay. So I wonder though, just imagine you are new to the game and you would see this, you know, and there are these like huge words like craft pen accessory, you know, and get new monster zones, and you can get this, you can get this, but you are a new player. You don't know what any of that is. You don't know what any of that means. You are just overwhelmed and confused, and you will probably blow all of those things on shit that doesn't even matter. So like... I don't know. All of these things are like great, but they are great from a perspective of a veteran player. Like you look at this and you know, these rewards are actually pretty decent. But as a new player, you know shit about what any of this means. So it's like, it feels to me like they're mostly like showcasing to the players that are already playing that they care about new players. So please don't leave our game, you know, new players are coming. Look at all of those shiny rewards that we are giving to the new players. Okay, new players are coming. Don't worry, our game is not dying. The video isn't dying, by the way. Not by a long shot, you know. Unlike New World. I wonder what actually the hardcore servers or hardcore seasons will do to New World. I don't think there will be like a huge influx of players. It's just the player base is just steadily dying out. Slowly, but It does. Sadly. It's the basic button you can change, yeah. They want people to play season. You got no idea if you're new. Exactly. They want people to... Who wants people to play season? Like video or... You what? Yeah, they want people to play season. I think I'm over season. I've leveled so many. I have so many Tuvala Timis in my account. I don't need more. I just want to focus on my main characters now. Cup crafting box. 20 shards, 20 furious, 20 drain, 20 arid. Okay, so you basically get kickstart to creating a cup. The cup is something that you put onto your accessory to get some extra stats out of it. This is the whole reason why grinding LVR realms is profitable, because you are crafting these cups and then you are selling them on the marketplace. Pen defend gear 100% enhancement kit. Okay. Again, if you are a new player, these are just randomly generated words to you. Pen def gear 100% enhancement kit. Like, okay, what does any of that means? Help? I don't know. What are they doing? Returning adventurer. Value pack for 3 days. Applied immediately upon acquisition. 3 days. Okay. They are getting so cheap. It used to be a month. Collection scrolls 5. Okay. Secret boots of Florin 5. It's at least decent. Some combat skill scrolls. Okay. 3000 loyalties. Okay. 30% discount. Why did he give 50%? What? Returning player, 50% apparel coupon. Okay, so this one is useless. Advice of Walks, it's whatever. High quality perfume box. Okay, I'll take it. Supreme Old Moon Scroll. This is good. You know, as a returning player, you know, Monkey sees Supreme Old Moon Scroll, more loot, better chance to loot. I take it. Just for this, just for these 5 freaking scrolls, it means that I will have 5 hours of like a more pleasurable quote-unquote grinding, because I know I will just drop my items. Just for this, the returning is worth it. Cup crafting box. Okay. Advice of Walks 100. Might as well use this on Tuvala. Right. Ellie's magical elixir. I don't even know what that one does. And dreaming box of adventures. Oh, so yeah, it is a scam box. You're gonna get like 10 crown stones or 3 memory fragments out of that. Look at all those great things that are listed here that you don't get because you get 75 Kafra stones or 50 memory fragments instead. But hey, at least you can hope, unless you open it, you can still hope that there is going to be Wel's Heart. Yeah, it is what it is. Is there a chance for a Garmot, perhaps? No. No, no. Yeah, sure. No, not even, Wel's Heart isn't even that, like, good nowadays. Because back in the time, you could, like, craft yourself a gem out of it. No, not like gem, the alchemy stone. Or you could sell it for some pretty hefty money. Anyway, sell Wel's Heart back in the day and kickstart my account by a little bit. That was like 4 years ago. And I bought myself some gear. And I was able to go grind on a tougher spots. It was fine. And then I got another Wel's Heart. I crafted it into the alchemy stone. I dropped 2 Wel's Hearts. Okay. Which is some people who were on approximately the same number of wells as me and didn't get a single one. It's kind of irritates them, but I dropped 3. I don't even remember. When did I drop the 3rd one? No, I dropped only 2. Yeah, I sold 1 and I turned 1 into my alchemy stone. I didn't drop 3. No, I dropped on it too. Remember, you remember? Not even me. Not even I was that lucky. I did. Nah, you're just jealous, and that's what it is. That's what it is. Now, be honest. Be honest with yourself. So that is new and returning. I wouldn't call this an event. Like, this is something like the stuff for new players. This is something that should be always running. Stuff for returning players, same. It's like, how do you even call this event? But okay. New additions and improvements. Class changes. Those are... Did I... Change skill so that the falling animation now only appears when used from a higher elevation than before. So they are just correcting their bullshit. Because Timmy made spaghetti code, so they need to fix it. They need to add some ketchup to the spaghetti to glue it together. Okay, I get it. It's fine. Contents. Arena of Solar. I know next to nothing about PvP. But change Hoblon Battlefield in the Ruins of Sol Battlefield. I don't know what any of that is. Remove the water's chill and fire's warmth from the wandering orb in the central area of Ruins of Sol. Okay. Change HP recovery effects gained from destroying Flora Breath to only apply to the character who destroyed Flora Breath. So there was like a bubble, like it's in League of Legends, that you can destroy and will heal you. But it healed everybody, so you could heal your enemies. Okay. You know, I would leave it in game. I would leave it in game. Like, if you want to use healing spot, an enemy is near, then like don't use it, don't heal them. It's just no-brainer. Or just like destroy it before they get there to deny them the healing. Yeah, they are just making it more brain dead with this change. But maybe not. I'm not PvPer myself, so whatever. Fixed issue of Frostbite Frostwind were occasionally activated twice if they remained for a long time without being destroyed. So if you destroy it, it should activate and does effect. And if you don't destroy it, it activates twice. How does this happen even? The game, I don't think Peril Abyss is in full control of the game. I think the game just do whatever it wants at this point, and they're just desperately trying to slum more patches into it. It's just not working. Item usage and improvement. Improve so that the following items can be used even when not in standby mode. Event snack, Kamado sushi, big lollipop. Okay, so yeah, whatever. Items. Added a permanently usable Merindora's Eversweet raw sugar. You can obtain it from... So this is like from Charlie Chocolate Factory. The everlasting candy. Except it's for horses. Okay. You just... instead of just giving horses sugar now you just let them lick the rock. And before you go sell them. Fine by me. Remove following items from the list available for use with the Fairies Continuous Care. Cold Dark Beer, Traces of Festival Spring Water. Why were event items in that list in the first place? That's what I want to know. It's like Cold Dark Beer is like 10% increased skill experience points, if I remember correctly. I don't even know what these two do. They're like, just keep the fairy for like effects that actually matter. Thank you. Monster. Occasionally Xarkan Uber Karandakutum will spawn in their awakened forms, making them far more powerful than normal. I thought that's already happening. If you subjugate them, you'll get even better loot. So it's always a thrill when an awakened bot spawns. I think you just renamed Nightmare modes. And it never was a thrill when Nightmare Xarka spawns, because you always obliterated me. Even though now they are no longer destroying crystals, and I don't think they like taking away your experience points if you die there, so it actually motivates people to go there on their mains for once. So maybe it's like whatever. In today's update, we made changes to make those moments feel even more exciting. Okay, awakened boss won't spawn as often, but when they do, the rewards will be much greater, making their appearance something to really look forward to. Okay. We know some of you might be disappointed that these awakened bosses will be rarer. To balance this, we've also buffed the loot tables for the regular versions of Xarka, Nuver, Karamdan, Kutum. Okay, buffed loot. You know, but you can say like we buffed loot and add like 110 gold bar, right? So tell me how you buffed the loot. So you can earn rewards similar in value to those that were previously available from Awakening. But oh, okay. We also have improved Quint, Muraka, and Mirumok Destroyer often. Okay, Mirumok, I sometimes go to Mirumok. Nobody is realistically doing Quint and Muraka. Like, those are usually ignored, I think. But maybe I'm mistaken. I haven't played for 3 months, for fuck's sake. Maybe over the course of last 3 months, the Quint and Muraka are now just so to go bosses. But I don't think they are. Since few amateurs have been subjugating them lately. Yeah, I wonder why you make like 3 most obnoxious bosses in the universe that take ages to kill are absolutely terrible to even get to those places because they are so far away. Their loot table is absolutely useless as well, and there is a mystery why people are not actually doing them. Yeah, good job. Now is the perfect opportunity to take on variety of ward bosses and see what you can earn. Oh, just show me the loot tables with probabilities. I mean, it's not that hard. So improve ward boss loot. Change so that I can offer you previously on only way of defeating enhanced versions of the... So nightmare bosses are now normal bosses and... Wait, the normal bosses are now nightmare bosses and nightmare bosses are now like even harder bosses with even better loot. So the true title of this patch would be we buffed bosses leveled up, essentially. That's the title of this patch. You cannot obtain Bloodstorm, Nuver, Speedhorn, Bloodstorm, Nuver, Ragewin, and Bloodlit Eye of the Desert by defeating regular Nuver. Okay, so don't get too excited. Okay, we need to tone this down. But this would imply that actually, like those enhancements from Karanda can be now obtained from normal Karanda. So every single Karanda can now give you enhancements to Dandelion item. Or like to awakened weapon. That's actually okay. That's actually maybe the bosses are really worth to do. Rare belongings of an adventurer. Change the belongings to an adventurer obtainable from defeating following war bosses to the more valuable rare belongings of an adventurer. Set probability when defeating the following war bosses: Nightmarish Xarka, Stormbringer, rank 1 to 50 damage contribution. So they are really trying to convince people to stop logging their like 58 level archers on Xarka and start doing bosses on their mains, which is something I don't entirely hate. I think you should be motivated to go to the boss on your main. But a lot of people we just have like our shitty alts with like that Tuvala parked on the boss and just relog because it's just faster and more convenient. But like I can get behind that somebody who actually makes an effort and go fight bots on their main, especially now when the risk of getting your crystals blown up is gone. I think that is good. Okay, so what does... People come and attack and then AFK. Well, yeah, that's another issue. That's what I do on the Nightmare Kutum, because he's just impossible to deal with. Alts can still do decent damage if they are trying. I mean, I got myself that adventure belongings a couple of times. And if it is for top 50 contribution, and I get it on my like level 60 archer, then the question is, what the hell are you doing, people? I don't even know how to play archer, but I get it just by continuously shooting at boss. So, yeah. We are carrying them, aren't we? People slack. That's why they implemented this. Yeah, stop slacking, guys. Start fighting the bosses. God damn it. Yeah, I agree. This is actually good. Quint, 70% damage contribution. Muraka, top 70% damage contributions. Mirumuk Destroyer, 1 to 60 damage contribution. Okay. It also implies that on Mirumuk, all those 30 players who are participating will get the reward, right? Because 60 players... I haven't seen 60 players on Mirumuk for a long time now. You could argue that now, like, the damage is shared across all whole channels, but I kind of don't trust that this works as intended. I don't think it is working as intended. Like, there are some shenanigans. They won't tell you about those shenanigans, obviously, because that would be bad PR. But like, realistically, like having a boss on all freaking active channels, sharing HP, and everything being calculated correctly. Like, I don't think with the spaghetti code that Black Desert Online is, you can achieve that. Can be obtained means you have to believe it exists. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, of this, rare belongings of an adventure, you can obtain one of the following accessories, 3 to 10, or a gold bar based on a set probability. So we can get 3 and 10 accessories. Ethereal earring, Tungrat earring, Tungrat necklace, Tungrat... Whole lot of 3 accessories incoming, actually. It's actually, I'm still using Tungrats. Because I don't have the new ones yet. Karazat, is it? Yeah, give us 3 Karazat from these. That would actually be huge. Enhanced War Boss loot changes. So you had more chance to drop enhanced weapon box. Okay. Should we strive for Black Star everything? Do you need these weapons to craft Black Star? I think you like crafting Black Star from the scratch. You don't actually need those. But you can exchange them for Black Star, right? Some shenanigans like this. There's like so many ways to get stuff done in this game. It's confusing for me. I've been playing it for 9 years now. But it's just usually all of that stuff is so complicated. It's just one huge headache. Boss furniture materials, okay. Advice of Valks, Chilling Fragment, Latent Boss Aura, Hunter Seals. And some solar. I mean, it's fair. It's fair. Okay, what's this? Enhanced bosses spawn rate adjustment. Decreases spawn rates of Nightmarish Xarka, Stormbringer, Karanda, and Thundercloud Kutan by approximately 80%. And 77 has approximately 70. How do you approximate 72%? Like, why is this such a specific number? Just give it 70% or like 80%, like in normal people. What's wrong with you guys? Approximately 72%. What are these 2 percentages above 70 are going to do? Oh my god. You can check obtainable loot from Nightmarish Xarka, Stormbringer, and below. Quantity is 1 if not specified. Okay, so Nightmarish Xarka. Okay, there are no pictures. I'm not going to read all of this. Is there something that really stands out? Not really. So you really are going for this? For this. And that's about it. top 100%. Whatever. Remove some of the loot that enable from revealing and blah blah. Removed, okay, low advice of Volks, old Liberto weapon bundle. Okay, it was about time. Like, nobody is using Liberto nowadays. Liberto was a thing like 8 years ago. Everybody wanted Liberto because it was good. Like a comparable cost to performance. You know, you could just go cheap route, enhance your Liberto weapon and live with that because you didn't have your Dandelion, you didn't have your Xarka weapons, etc. Nowadays, it's just Black Star everything, right? Mirumok, Quint, and Muraka improvements. Okay. So again, removed the useless things and increased silver rewards. Okay, so guys, you can get out of your way. You can go to fight Offin or Quint or Muraka, and you will get like 100 million silver for that. Okay, you have a chance for 100 million silver. It's just like 5 minutes of grinding in low spots like Histria. Just before you even arrive from Histria to, let's say, Quint, you farmed yourself like 3 times as much just for the road alone. So just take it from that perspective. Like, they really need to step up these rewards. World boss DP adjustments changes Xarka plus DP plus DP plus DP. Okay, so they are more tough now. I mean, if everybody is just going there when they're Karazat and Sovereign weapons, that would be deleting these bosses too quickly, right? Ely Zone EXP adjustments. The Traitor's Graveyard has become the go-to monster zone for adventurers looking to level up quickly after completing their Succession and Awakening quests. Thanks to his higher XP rewards during earlier gameplay, to ensure that adventurers enjoying their journeys in various locations can continue their adventures without having to visit Traitor's Graveyard, we've increased combat XP gain from monster zones of similar... What do you mean? I haven't been on Traitor's Graveyard. Wait, is that the one at the Ex Maria cave? No. It's the one... What is it? In case someone have come back, I usually don't even go there. I usually just go to Polyforest. Like, what are we talking about? Fadus Habitat. Okay, so the Fadus now are giving more. Bashims are giving more. Centaurs? What? What? Plus. So they are giving like 3 times as much. Pilaku jail. guys, go level up at Pilaku jail. I swear it's worth it. It's actually good now. Okay, no. I know it's tedious spot. It like takes 2 business days to get there throughout the desert, especially if you are leveling your new character. But we swear it's good, you know. The mob density is not like the best, but hey, we added 150% combat XP to them, so they are now worth it. Pilaku jail is the place that should be deleted from the game. Everybody hates it. Just stop trying. Increase the rate the map drops. If you want people to go there. That's the only appeal of that fucking location. Christian Shrine, whatever. Christian Shrine isn't bad for leveling up. You usually get there throughout your Mind Story quest. You need to kill some of them. You need to kill them for like your seasonal Tuvala stones or whatever. It should be much more dangerous and used only as a jail. I mean, there is already a jail in the game. And it's, I was there once. because, you know, PvP shenanigans. But I wouldn't say like Pilaku Jail, but Pilaku Jail shouldn't like exist in the first place. They should revamp that place completely. They should make mobs in higher density compared to how they are right now. You know, more packs with more density mobs and more evenly spread. Now it's like all over the place, especially in like it's like one huge hole, and there are like obstacles in the way everywhere. It doesn't feel to go there. It doesn't feel to navigate there. It doesn't feel good to navigate there. It doesn't feel good to go there. It doesn't feel good to grind there. But you have to be there and kill those freaking mobs because you want that freaking map piece. Like, they need to address this. I was like, the worst part about grind spots like this is that everybody knows what kind of pain in the ass it is to grind there. How boring, how ugly, and how utterly stupid the grind is. The rotation is like silly. All of that stuff. But like people who actually got the map, the treasure pieces, they will fight you to the death if you suggest that they should make the map like easier to gather or like revamp the Pilaku Jail, because they would feel invalidated for all of the hours and hours to no end of suffering through Pilaku Jail. It's like Stockholm Syndrome in video games. That's what it is. Kadri Ruins, okay, good. Go level up in Kadri Ruins. It was a good place. The mobs are a little bit tougher, but now look at this. They are giving you 3 times more XP. You will level up faster. Their trash loot is now worth something. I was like, it is fun to level up there. I wouldn't like necessarily spend a lot of time in Kadri Ruins, but like normal grinding. But if I'm leveling an alt, why not? It's accessible. You know, it's close to the outpost. Whatever. Sulfur Mine. Okay, better XP in Silver Mine. Like, if you have gear for it, go level up. Go level up to a level 61 in Silver Mine. You will get map pieces. You will get good loot. You know, Silver Mine is a counterpart to Pilaku Jail, by the way, right? The 2 pieces of the map you can drop in Silver Mine, and 2 pieces of the map you can drop in Pilaku Jail. The only thing that you need to know is that I have 4 pieces of maps, 2 of each from Silver Mine. And I have no pieces of map from Pilaku Jail. That's something that should tell you everything. Okay? Sulfur Mine is fun. The mob density is good. It's exactly in the spot it needs to be. Now they buffed up the money you get there, and now they buffed up the experience you get there. Like go there. The only downside of Sulfur Mine is how far it is from any sort of civilization. However, if you get to Arehaza town, you can actually auto-navigate to Route Sulfur Mine, so it's okay. Okay, Gahaz Bandits, it's whatever. It's like the to-go spot if you don't want to spend too much time like grinding or like traveling, you know. There is this quest that you can do, just like daily. You will get some extra gold bars, but they actually increased the value of the trash item pieces, and I think they are rather large nowadays. And they increase the experience. So, approximately, they will give you approximately 3 times as much as they did, which is good. Yeah, sure. It's a little bit wonky, but also it's not like the hard spot. You know, if you are on a low end of the gear required for that for the location, be careful, because there are like these gas witches that can spawn and they can like knock you down and deal some damage, but it can be dealt with. It's more of a nuisance if anything else. Especially if she knocks you down and then starts laughing, because that's her like combat emotions, you know. And instead of like yelling, she keeps laughing, so it's kind of irritating. It feels like she's laughing at you, but like whatever. But I would also appreciate if they increased the number of silver that we get for the rush items from those. You know, just a tiny little bit. But I would always appreciate more silver. Okay, quest and knowledge. Improve so that quest attraction back to the society can be started immediately, even if accepted outside of the Red Heart. Improve so that accepting quest weekly Gladios Kivala chest can be initiated through conversations. Increase the time limit to 50 minutes during the final Gladios suggested quest. Okay. The Gladios is like the new dungeon, right? It's where we fight Elizara. NPC background sound. Improve the appearance and disappearance effects of Yas, who can be spoken to in Ancient Stone Chamber during Ataraxion or Zeka progression. NPC Katya at Okila Eye can now be found using Find NPC. Oh, thank God. NPC Katya will no longer be lost in the vast world of Black Desert Oceans. We can finally use NPC Finder to find her. They are doing God's work here. That's very important thing to fix. Node War. Contract for Ogre. Well, you can have ogres in Node War. I need to play more PvP. I don't even know this is a thing in the game. This is the first time I'm hearing about having ogre in Node War. But I'm PvE player, right? I'm a PvE Care Bear. It's kind of looking funny though. You know what would be even better? If you would have like your player character actually riding the ogre. He's sitting on his shoulders while he's doing this. It's like my only complaint about it. Otherwise this looks cool. This looks like fun, you know, just contact ogre and go wreak havoc on your enemies. That is actually bonkers. I like it. Okay. What else do we have? UI. Okay. Added the sort of filter. Added a sort and filter button to manage currency. Sort. Sort seals in descending order based on the quantity owned. Filter displays only seals you currently own. Okay. I mean, this is good. Like, maybe some people don't care about this. It's like fine. And those people who like to keep things in order in stuff like currencies, UI, they added filtration. It's actually a huge quality of life change. It's good. It's good for the game. It's just 100% win. You know, it's a small win, but it's a win. It's great. Like, sure, finally, you can sort it out a little bit. Now it's like all over the place. You have like, I have like these sort of currency items. I have like 0, 0, 0, 0. Then you have like 25,000 somewhere in the middle, and then you have like 0, 0, and you can even find the currency that you have. Now we can sort it out. That's perfect. Okay, sure. More changes like this. This is good for the game. Added description that appears when hovering the mouse cursor over the content below. Added explanation related to sea breeze. Blah blah. Okay, what we have? Sail unfolded. So we have explanation what this actually does. Okay. Mythical Venus Breath of Okiara. Okay. Yeah, this is good, you know. A lot of times you are confused. Even I am confused oftentimes, like what those things in the game in the games means, what they exactly do. If you had a tooltip, sure. That's actually good. Did they like hire a consultant, like explain to them like how knowledge base works or something like that? Because finally the players can actually know what any of their stupid icons means. Okay, fine. Fine. Change settings button in the boss notification settings to save to make the buttons function clearer. Before set, after save. Yeah, whatever. This is so stupid. So, person making these patch notes, it must be like that guy who is like just woken up, you know, coffee in hand, not even comb his hair or her hair, because like he knew that he's in for another good one. Because Power Abyss devs just cooked up changes and he needs to document stupid shit like, yeah, we actually made the button make sense. make 2 screenshots of that. Make 2 screenshots of that. Here we go again. Okay, you know. Daily quest display order in the pit of the undying. Why? Well, I guess it's like for the quick access when you're like spamming R, and you don't want to spam R to the to the lowest quests. Oh yeah, I can see the reasoning. Like you always usually want to do the hardest quest line because this is the better reward. So if you want to do the pen pit of the undying, then you probably just want to spam R and be done with it because it's boring. And it's basically one of the chores that you need to do for extra currency. Okay, it's fine. Okay, you know, this is pro player change. It's also like things like this is like absolutely stupid. It shouldn't even be in the patch notes. It should be like I don't know, change log or something. But yeah, whatever. Okay, web modified or changed. I'm not going to read through all that. Right, so yeah, patch notes are done. So essentially, we got nothing. All right. This has been boring ass patch notes. Like the patch day huge. It's kind of a misleading. I guess you can say that those boss changes are good. Those boss changes are huge. But other than that, it's not really that great. It's cucumber season. Yeah. If only we could have cucumbers in Black Desert Online. Imagine that. We could make pickles. We can make pickled vegetables, but most people are making it from pumpkins. Can you imagine pickled pumpkin? It must be disgusting. I want pickled cucumbers. Yeah, I want some pickies. Pickles. Okay. So that's that. So video patch is done. Watching some we did watch some videos. The Warframe guy. Warframe later. City in farm 1999 weeklies. Yeah. Let's farm some weeklies. Sure, why not? Okay. Where's my game? It's right here. Good. So what are we gonna do? I think I will stay as Protea.
Please select destination.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about Duviri. I wanted to talk with Luminous Star, which is basically Flare and Lizzie. I didn't finish their conversation. I wonder where this goes. I don't know why this shit scares me so much. So what is happening actually with Flare is his guitar is alive. It's infested and it's basically infesting him as well, and it's trying to take over. But it's begging us not to interfere. Holy shit, Flare. Chill. Okay, I'm just going to read through all this. Yeah, it's like depression and anxiety, and he's going through right now. can empathize, but I don't really relate. I mean, Drifter probably can't relate to this because they have their own troubles in Duviri. It was so different from what people are going through. Like, what Flare is going through right now is essentially what most of people in this day and age can go through. Right? The feeling of like imposter syndrome, you know, anxiety, depression, you know, feeling that you're not good enough. I know I do go through these things a lot. The Drifter, they have their own issues. But I wonder how that would translate to actually being stuck in a like a time loop in a void and being killed over and over. You know, and thinking why your parents, and maybe makes perfect sense to me. Okay, sure. I go with this one because I think in the end of the day, people are still people, and we know how people look like in Warframe. They evolved a little bit. They still look and feel like people most of the time. So I think it's the same. Yeah, I think Drifter can actually relate to those. Yeah, you have a family now. Adopt a cat. Yeah, man, if you're depressed, adopt the cat. It sounds silly, but honestly, like, having a pet really helps a lot. Now let's try to spin it this way. I used to think all musicians wanted to die at the peak of their fame before they had a chance to burn out. Yeah, actually, that maybe is what Lizzie is trying to do. So, what are we going to do now? Nowadays? I could continue with mine.
At the end of the day, I really think everyone's doing the best they can.
Yeah, thank you.
You know?
Thank you for your words of wisdom, Mr. Boyband Mutated Freak. I still have a lot of antivirus to try on them. Skalda troops with melee weapons. Okay, so for melee weapons, I don't think I'm going to be using Protea. Let's just take Atlas and be done with it. If you want to kill things with melee, I think people will tell you to go with... Where is that new gun? I think you should either use Nataruk or Reconifex as like really good weapons. Reconifex, I like Reconifex. Let's keep Okukar, that's fine. Okay, Tekoprai. We have this modded. Atlas is modded, okay. This is fine. Landslide. I wanted to put something into Landslide in here. What was it? Heat is from Volcanic Edge. Sure, Organ Shadow, that's cool. Reach. Yeah, sure. Converts. Was it? No, it wasn't this, right? It was... I wanted like Collision Force or something. Okay, it doesn't add anything. Impact? Shit. Impact damage reduces enemy armor by 6. Now let's just go with this. Holy shit, it increased like for 3000. Like the damage of this looks like shit, but then when you apply it, because it's a skill, it just does a lot. I think it's like it's being multiplied by the fact that you are using it as a skill for Atlas. So these 8000, it's nowhere near what it actually does. Yeah, we're okay. We're ready. So we need to kill Skaldra troops. Ah, wait, that's not what I wanted to do.
Select destination.
Should I try Steel Path? Let's try Steel Path. Exterminate Skaldra. Hellscrap Skaldra. Let's go with Hellscrap. Hold up. I have that cube. Maybe. Wait, hold on. I just want to check if I could do something. You know, I recently started adding that thing that actually increases your pad. That whenever. Oh, never mind. I have it on my dead cube. Oh, that's fine. Animal instinct. When you're combining kills affected by status effect, I could be spreading impacts everywhere. It's increases height of bonus jumps. Isn't it better than animal instincts? Loot radar and enemy radar. Now, let's go with this. This is better. Yeah. Assault, vaporize, vacuum. Yeah, let's not be spreading. They just burned. What do we have? Redirection, armor, repair, vaporize. Does he need all this armor though? Maybe I could just... Okay, it's a little bit wonky, but it fits. Yeah, it's fine. What we have here? It's doing viral. Okay. Okay, so now we are actually spreading viral with my dead cube. So, yeah, that's actually what I should have done ages ago. But I'm still learning. Let's go hellscrap some Skaldra, right? I think what we're going to do... Well, I should probably change the... Let's change... category to Warframe. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's meta-rated video game that might not... Shut the fuck up, it's Warframe. It's your problem, Twitch. What I actually like about Atlas is...
Remember that chili con carne I left in the fridge for
it's
2 months?
literally punch them in the face frame.
And they'll spawn the same sort of thing, but you know.
This is the gameplay of Atlas. You're just running around, punching people in the face.
Spores collecting on that scrubber. You need to shoot them off.
Does anybody actually taking care of the scrubbers? Because in my experience, it's just better to let the scrubber incubate out and then kill it, and you will get those personal items, and it will come to you, so you don't have to chase them all over the place.
Scrubber going critical. Fix it or lose it to the tech.
I don't care. Amir, shut up.
The least of your problems.
I'm just here to kill some Skaldra. Even though survivability is low. Yeah, we probably need to go get some more. some more enemies.
Shoot the pus off that. Oh, too late. Contamination is off the charts. You need to hustle.
Okay, I'm out of energy actually. I didn't have enough energy to kill this guy.
30 seconds.
Oh, fuck.
You're swimming in spore soup.
Am I actually going to fail the mission? Because I don't have enough. I'm going to fail the mission, am I? Fuck, man. Yeah, I failed. Fuck. God damn it. Yeah, I should have just go activate the Dial Scrubber instead. This is the problem with survival missions. If you're playing them solo, it's not that you can handle it, it's more of a... how to put it? You don't have enough enemies spawned, so you can so you cannot sustain the life support actually. Just spawn more enemies for me, for fuck's sake. Let's go do some exterminates instead. But you saw for yourself that like number of skulls that are spawning was so low because I was alone in the mission. They should just give you more support per personal support thingy if you collect one. That's what I think they should do. Okay. Okay, give me that. Oh, I cannot. Oh, never mind. Thank
Guess
you.
What? Their heaviest hitters are now on the way.
Is there a unit ready? Good. Deploy.
Their numbers are dwindling. We can't stop now. Any survivors will be transferred to a new squad.
Is that actually Jade? This is a Jade. Yeah, I saw that, right? So Jade is another one of those weird frames. If you read her kit, it actually seems like she is a support frame, but you shouldn't be fooled by that, because she just goes to the skies and nukes everything inside. Can you die, dude?
Sorry, online's not looking for a sixth member.
Yeah, onlines are great. Boy bands, am I right? You know, on the first glance, it kind of like looks stupid because it's basically like this mutated boy band that is just running around, playing music, and throwing cheesy lines. But if you think about it, what it actually is, it is an infestation that possessed these...
Enough. Stormfall.
Possessed and replicated these boy band personas, so they're playing music and throwing these cheesy lines in like an attempt to communicate. Because they don't... It's an infestation, right? It's like a virus or a bacteria that is spreading. It doesn't really understand the concept of speech, but it does understand concept of communication. And the only communication they know from these boy band guys is how this boy band was trying to express themselves. So what I'm trying to say is that it might sound like it's like utterly stupid and there is no sense behind it, but there actually is. It is still stupid. It is still like a freaking mutated boy band that is playing music and talking motivational cheesy one-liners at you. But there is a lot of reason behind it, or at least this is the way I understand. I understand what they are trying to do with these. Okay.
Time to go home.
You know, the Atlas is just the old reliable. Just punch them in the face frame. I should probably go to extraction, or the guys will be angry that they have to wait 1 minute for me. I'm gonna be honest, I absolutely hate missions like kill X amount of Skaldra. Because killing Tekrot is much more easier, and not in a way that like Skaldra would be hard to deal with, but more in a way that all of the mobs, whenever you go to underground, there are only Tekrot enemies underground. Skaldra are always only above on the streets. So even in most Skaldra missions that are focused on Skaldra, you get to underground eventually, and there is like a huge amount of Tekrot down there. So like, from the time efficiency point of view, dealing with Tekrot is always easier. So that's why if you look at these like quote-unquote weekly battle passes, whenever you have a quest to kill Skaldra, it is always the one that will take you most time to do so. Even though it is the last one of the week. So let's finish this. Let's finish this and see what kind of rewards we get from this. I kind of like this weekly. Well, it's not even a battle pass. It's just like a weekly quest for rewards that you can do in 1999. Let me double check. Okay, nobody asked anything. It's good. Let's go one more time. I will go on normal. I will try hell scrap again. What other frame is like melee focused? I mean, you could use Kullervo and like chain them together, but I think Atlas is better. For the standpoint of get a lot of melee kills. If you're playing Atlas, you just do this, right? Okay, I'm gonna ignore all of these Tekrot enemies. Why is there a hell scrap under the freaking... Look at the damage I'm doing, like just punching them in the face. That's about it. Maybe I could use also Gara or Korra or any of those frames that got recently reworked, that their abilities actually are using exalted melee weapons.
Scrubber going critical.
Atlas is one of those.
Fix it or lose it to the tech rock, which will be the least of your problems. Reactivating code and success. Keep your eyes out for another hell scrubber.
I think I need to get above the ground. So what are we doing here even? Yeah, this is Tekrat, this is like Hellscrap Skaldra. But this is this is exactly what I was talking about. There is no Skaldra in here, we are just fighting Tekrat underground.
I told you!
Which is like
I told you to clean your hell scrubber.
utterly stupid.
Now look at what you have to deal with.
Okay, please tell me this is the way out of the mall. It is bound to be an elevator or the way out somewhere around here, right? It's gotta be. There is? No? Excuse me? Oh god. So this is the... Okay, this seems to be a blind spot.
While Skaldra is distracted, I'm taking the opportunity to make some new acquisitions. Like this. Don't worry, I'll share. Extraction is ready. I can't ask you to fight any longer. But
I love this line of
wanted
Amir.
to fight longer,
Hey, you
I
wanted
wouldn't
to
say
fight
no.
longer. Those lines are actually perfect from Amir. I love them. I also love the one when he says like, Okay, you can extract now. You've done enough. I mean, you could do more. You've actually done the bare minimum at this point. But you know, if you want to, you can extract. I won't judge too much. Okay, through here, and finally, it seems like we are leaving the. Yeah, we are leaving the underground. Thank God. There are actually some Skaldra soldiers in the Skaldra mission. Wow.
We've got a minute to get a hell scrubber working. Spores
Yeah, sure.
collecting on that scrubber. You need to shoot them off. Hey, don't forget, some Skaldra carry personal Spore X charges for their own safety. Not that they'll do them much good with you around. I warned you. I totally warned you.
That's fine.
And now, it wants to have a conversation.
And 150 more of those. Oh my God. Okay, there is the. Let's crack
Another
this
house
safe.
scrubber, and wherever you are, you're gonna lose that scrubber, bucko.
No, I'm
Buildup
not.
gets any
Watch
worse,
me.
it's gonna start making decisions.
I wanna uncrack this safe first.
Did I forget to mention that the scrubbers are prone to spore buildup that can spontaneously form a creature that'll absolutely bump your therapist up a tax bracket? Shoot off any buildup and you shouldn't have a problem. Head directly to extraction. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Excuse me, where are the enemies? No, seriously, where are the enemies? They just stop spawning. Now you appear? What the hell, man? Okay, I'm just going to extraction. I don't want to fail the mission unnecessarily. I guess we will crack the safe next time. Usually, it's not like super easy to crack that safe, but I figured out it's not hard either. You can hear like a beeping noise. That's when you know you are close to the key. Usually when you crack the case, you get like $100,000 or like credits, which is kind of good. Let's do it again.
You're gonna lose that scrubber, bucko. If the buildup gets any worse, it's gonna start making decisions.
Okay, let's just stay here, where Skaldra are actually spawning.
What's the matter, Techrock? Hell scrubber, coming up. Oops, Skaldra noticed too. They're coming for you. I warned you. I totally warned you. And now, it wants to have a conversation.
Oh. Wait. Okay, it looked like there was a key, but... So... where are enemies? Really? I think I'm not the only one who needs Scaldra troops. So whenever you step into this corridor, it will lead you to the undergrounds, and in undergrounds there are no Scaldra whatsoever.
Having another health scrubber for regurgitation. Disgusting.
Oh, pizza. Nice. This environment just looks so cool. I really love this new map. I was actually kind of sad when they announced that it is not going to be open world. It is going to be just... This is going to be just, you know, new maps for missions. And for some reason, a lot of players just don't like open world maps in Warframe. It's like Deimos, Orb of Valleys, you know, Cetus. I think they're cool. But I guess people just wanna, you know, hop in the mission, do their thing, and get out. And I understand that. I think Soulframe is going to be focused more on the open world. But like the missions as we know them are basically in Soulframe, they're like dungeons. But most of the game is going to be like the open world map. So it is more like MMO-esque, which I like. I think Warframe could use such a revamp as well. Even though nowadays the Warframe is such a settled up game that if they made change like that, I don't think it would resonate with the audience.
While Scaldra is distracted, I'm taking the opportunity to make some new acquisitions.
The way I see it, like the only way
Don't
to
worry, I'll
implement
share.
successfully...
You've done enough. Marking extraction. I mean, you could do more.
A lot more.
Really just on the minimum at this point.
That's it. I love it. Okay, we will go towards the exit because it is where more of the Scaldra starts to spawn up. So the only thing I think that would be viable to implement open world Soulframe-esque to Warframe would be that the orbiter would still be a thing, and you could fly in your orbiter like railjack style from planet to planet, but you would also have like a fast travel from planet to planet. So all the railjack missions would be basically gone, and then they would be replaced by free roam in space. And you could travel from planet to planet and just travel to each node separately. But you would also persevere the fact that people could just chill in their orbiter or in like back rooms in the Holvania, and from there they could go to the same mission as you can get from the open world. You know, not entirely unsimilar to how Wayfinder. If you remember Wayfinder, just a game that failed as live service and they converted it into a single player only game. or like co-op game, where basically whenever in Wayfinder you unlock a new dungeon because you find it in the world, then you can basically enter the dungeon from your main city, from that gate that is chilling. So the orbiter could work the same way, and that will be the only way where like the implementation on some large scale and real open world, not like these instanced open world that we have now, could work for Warframe, I think. But also it would be a huge amount of work, so I don't think we will ever see something like that. But it would be cool. Just imagine how you could possibly just go and fly, I don't know, to Zariman, you know, and through Zariman you could fly to Void and explore. I actually explore the Void and some parts of Void that would be accessible. You know, and it could be in a way that there are like tunnels that you can explore, and the rest of the Void would be like death if you fly there. And you could also like go to Zariman and through Zariman go to Duviri, all in like seamless exploration. But you would also have your orbiter, and you could visit the same missions that are in the game right now in the exactly the same fashion without any change. So like explorers and people who like open world stuff could have the whole freaking universe to explore at once, like No Man's Sky style, and people who just like Warframe for these segmented missions could still be just chilling in their orbiter in some safe space, you know, and just go to any mission they wanted. That would be cool. But it's almost like Warframe 2 things, right? Even though, like, can even live service games, like, I remember Division, and then they released Division 2, and I think it's like the most shameless cash grab from the companies that they may do, because I think if you are releasing the second version of live service game, you shouldn't be releasing second version, you should just be releasing some super major patch to just improve game on all levels and essentially make it the game 2. And let players keep what they earn as much as possible, if it is possible. You say, take for example what happened with Path of Exile 2, right? So literally Path of Exile 2, even if players don't...
They probably will. Probably a lot.
If I take aside the notion what players like or dislike about Path of Exile 2 and like the constant like bickering between players and developers, what is good, the game is generally, people like the game generally, right? But what also happens is that Path of Exile 2 literally killed Path of Exile 1, because a lot of people who played Path of Exile 1 will naturally migrate to Path of Exile 2, and developers will have their hands full developing Path of Exile 2, so you cannot realistically expect that Path of Exile 1 will get too many updates. That's also why I think that the World of Warcraft, for example, model is much better, because if you look at retail, right, if you look at WoW Classic, you know, and aside of Season of Discovery, which is like a niche thing, the Classic is basically, they don't really need to develop too much of a thing, right? They just set up a server and let you play the old version of the game. But the retail itself, they are releasing expansions. So basically, you don't really need World of Warcraft 2, because every new expansion is basically new release of the game. So if we would like, the Burning Crusade was actually World of Warcraft 2, Lich King was World of Warcraft 3, you know, Cataclysm was 4, Pandaria was 5,
You know, Draenor 6, Legion 7, etc. So we are like sitting on the World of Warcraft 8 or 9 or 10 with the current game, and that is fact. Like, if you think that that War Within is the same game as World of Warcraft Classic, no. It's like the 10th iteration of the game, and that's a fact. And while maybe the changes between, for example, Dragonflight and War Within are not that great, and are not like as you would usually perceive, the difference between like the first and second installment of like other games, you know, Age of Empires 1 and Age of Empires 2. The difference between Classic and War Within is so enormous that we are talking about two different games entirely. Even if like players are memeing on it, like who plays World of Warcraft retail? You know, Classic is where it's at. You know, retail sucks. Blah blah blah. Well, it's not really the case, because like the people who play retail, there's much more people playing retail than Classic. Like, let's be realistic. Okay, there are millions of who playing War Within right now. You know, about 2 million players. The Classic is like tens, maybe like 200, a few hundreds of thousands people playing Classic. It's not that huge, even though it might feel a little bit more lively, because all of them are crumpled on like a couple of servers, so it feels like there are more people playing overall, while the retail has like server sharding and all that stuff that everybody's playing together, but game manages in a way that you never meet too many people at once unless you are in the city. So I don't think it's necessarily a good thing to do so, but hey, that's the debate for another day. Anyway, let's reap our rewards. We've completed, so there was enough of my rambling. Let's see what we get. So of course, always take shark, toxic shot. Sure. Yeah. What's this? Arcane adapter, sure. Combo killer. Combo multiplier increases the chance of enemies being suspected of finishers. Okay, what's this? 1 status chance per shot until reload. Magnetic status effects also pull enemies within 1 meter per stack. This is good. This is good also, but I would usually consider this for my Okukur. But as I'm constantly reloading my Okukur, this gets always diminished. So like I have a little bit more status chance, but you know. So what's this? Another adapter? Give me. Letty. Yeah, fuck you, Letty. What's this? Arcanes. Let's take Arcanes. Or Reactor? Let's take Reactor. Arcanes? Never take boosts. Like, why? Minerva. Yeah, fuck you, Minerva. Arthur. Practice Precision. Melee critical chance of this. The restoration effects provided by Arpicas increased. Ability Strength. Yeah, it's no-brainer. Endo. And yeah, in 3 days there is a spring. Okay. Let's take a Protea this time. I think I should take Protea, right? Maybe just some Yareli shenanigans. No, Mesa. Yeah, sure. Let's take Mesa. Mesa is good on anything apart from the tank, as I figured out that the Hera 4 doesn't actually work on tank, and anything that if you play Mesa, anything that your 4 doesn't work on is bad for Mesa, because she's not really a tanky frame and she doesn't really have too much damage if you are not shooting. Like you do, in theory, you can use your other abilities. What's their abilities again? Equipment, that's abilities, right? So you can use this, right? It stores damage caused by guns, so you can like activate this, do some damage, and then unleash it. So in theory, you could actually do some great shots once you finish shooting. but like there are more effective ways to deal with bosses. For example, for the tank, I think the Ivara is good frame because you can do your zip lines. So all of that stomping on the ground that tank does, you can completely avoid that. And like the nonsense on the ground, etc. And her bow is actually pretty deadly. It's a very good weapon against the tank. But yeah, if you're playing just if you're playing Mesa, just Peacemaker and kill everything. Just don't use any of these. Like, why? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to go for a duet chance. Right. Okay, maybe if I go... I don't really need reputation with Hex anymore, because I like maybe to buy some furniture or stuff, but most of the time I'm like, okay. If I go Steel Path and this, I have 50% duet chance. So let's do this. And let's see how viable my Mesa actually is. And if I die, you know, if I fail, I can always just go and pick Temple and just obliterate everything with Lizzie. Temple is such an awesome frame, but I've been playing him so much that I just want to play some other frames too, just to keep things less boring, you know. Whoa! Shit! Okay. What the hell happened there? I don't even know.
You know why they call them hell scrubbers? Because if you don't blast the build up fast enough, you're gonna learn what hell is like.
You're gonna get a hell scrap, I know.
Scrubber's getting choked out. Fix it.
So now I'm doing more damage now. It's got one shot. Yeah. Mesa is kind of a squishy frame, you know. You know how that is. But like they cannot hurt you if you kill everything first, right? It's that's the whole gimmick.
Hey, I need 20 cc's of fix your damn shit. No.
What the hell? Excuse me? Where are the enemies?
Amir's code injection is like activated charcoal to the tech rot. Makes him puke these hell scrubbers right back up. Great, you lost a scrubber, but that's the least of your problems.
It really is least of my problems because I don't really care. Are any of these mine, though?
Well, that was fun.
Oh, this one. So it's not this one either? Okay. Shit.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinions.
Yeah, shut up.
Even wrong ones.
Wrong ones. Dude, that's literally... I was using that line for years. It's such a millennial thing to say.
Hell scrubber ready for you.
Dude, what I love about Warframe is that whatever is the frame of your choosing, unless you've picked, I don't know, Inaros or something, most of the frames, there is something absolutely ridiculous going on. Look at this. What? It's just a perfectly normal day at Warframe. Just play Mesa. Duh. Oh, they opened the... Okay, great. They opened the safe. This is going to be 100,000 credits. So when I actually finally get my augment for Mesa, oh god, he is interrupting my spells though. Oh shit. Thank you.
Turns out it's not just hell scrubbers coming out of the rot.
Okay, now it's personal though. I want to kill him. Where is he?
See? My ass is out here on
Did
the
you blast him down already? No? He's still running around?
But you didn't come down here to do the minimum,
good.
did you?
I actually came here to do the minimum. I just wanted to try to disinfect my Coda. And that's about it. Holy shit. Okay, I need to... I'll just go to the extraction. Fuck that. The steel path is a little bit harder if you don't have like a frame you are really comfortable with. Oh god. Warframe is such a confusing game because if you ask average player if the Warframe is actually a hard game, they will usually tell you no. But the reason for that is they don't even know the steel path exists, because you unlock steel path only once you clear everything. And most of the missions are like easy, right? The hardest parts are when you like meet level 40 to 50 enemies. And honestly, even those are pretty easy once you are a little bit more experienced in the game. But then when you unlock steel path, it becomes like incredibly large barrier of entry, especially if you don't know what you're doing. And even if you do, then you usually do know what you're doing on a couple of frames that you are familiar with. But you have also a lot of frames that you are not as familiar with, or you have them optimized to a lower level content, and then it becomes actually difficult to play these higher level missions. The difficulty scaling is actually huge, because you can go do like the infestation level 100 steel path, and it's actually pretty easy. But then you go do level 120 Grenier, and their armor is so huge that you actually realize that your weapons that usually obliterated the whole rooms suddenly do no damage, because you don't know what priming is, you don't know what armor strip is, you know, all of these things. So you also can realize that you can get down pretty quickly. You know, enemies that done next to no damage can suddenly one-shot you, because they look the same, they feel the same, but they have much more HP and do ridiculous amounts of damage. Okay, let's go again. It was kind of fun. Yeah, let's go again. But I don't think I do have my coda in here though anymore. Oh, I didn't even change my parazon. I'm an idiot. Wow.
Need you to stay on top of those scrubbers. You see growth? Shoot it. Gotta nurse these scrubbers. Keep them clean. Too much spore buildup and you got code white on your hands. Hey, I need 20 cc's of fix your damn shit. Now you get to do things the hard way. Hell scrubber ready for you.
You know, damage is good. I'm not gonna complain about that. It's actually ridiculous, to be honest. Okay, let's try to find the key. Did I hear it beeping around? It's not here, though. You always want to go for these executes because they usually give you like energy and more loot. Also, it's usually on enemies that are bitch to deal with, but you can just shut them down instantly. Oh, is it the key? No, it was not the key actually. Wait, did somebody open it already? Well, seems like they did. Okay, good. That's good, actually.
Turns out it's not just hell scrubbers coming out of the rot. There's some stuff we might be interested in. Like this. See? My ass is out here on the line too. Marking extraction. Use it when you need it, but only if you need it.
We actually have an Atlas in the party. I guess somebody else is doing melee weapons only. Holy shit. He's on me. Fuck. Oh, okay. Thank you. So, you know, I actually acquired this augment for Mesa quite recently, which is like augment that allows you to move with their 4 ability, and it's game changer because suddenly you can go for those energy drops. So you don't run out of energy. You don't need to activate and deactivate your skill, which costs even more energy to do so.
Spore contamination is getting out of hand. Start holding your breath.
You do move slower, and you can jump and stuff, but you can at least roll. But still, it's just this is so cool that you can even do this. You know? It just is. Okay, I should probably change my antivirus on my Parazon again. Before we go. You know what we should do? We should probably just kill my Coda. And then I either will go play Black Desert Online or just end the stream and go do something else. I should do some work on my Consulting channel videos, you know. Right. So I need this arsenal. Give me my Parazon upgrade. Thank you. What else do I have? It's a spiral. Okay. We don't have any W.
Drill bit reminds me to look out for myself. I think that's like important because, you know, I always want to make other people happy first.
This this 90s stupid PR. It was the thing. It was the thing. Okay, what do we have? Legicide harvest. Okay, let's harvest some legicide. Why not?
Kalimos, good girl. Now, we are not going to let any harm come to that precious feline, are we? Pharaoh glands. Reeking, saturated with hormones, and a sure sign a legocite is nearby. Kalimos wants a sniff.
Jesus, look at this.
He needs you, now.
Oh yeah. I don't think we have more enemies. Well, that's probably just some drones, right? Those exploding little mittens. Oh. I'm not sure if this is mine, but it wasn't mine.
Whatever.
Kalimos found the legocite.
Okay.
Harvest it.
Yeah. On it. Where is he? Oh, there is he. Right. Okay, it's running away.
Trying to run. Stop it. Escape is failure.
It's running away.
Hurry, harvest now. End this generation.
Okay, I don't think this is mine though.
Kalimos is ready to hunt again. I feel the birth of a new legacyte.
Wait, just look at the Coda sign. It worked for me. I was searching for a new one. Oh. We need to do 2 because that's for the bounty. I see. Alright, let me grab this. Yoink. Right, Kalimos, I have snacks for you. Oh god. Where is he? Okay, he's down. That's good.
Legacytes are not your average tech rock conglomeration of electronics and biomass. They are more evolved, more akin to Warframes.
So the infestation is actually creating their own Warframes now. You know, it would be actually sick if this is a new content. You know, Warframes created by infestation.
It flees. Stop it. It's been broken.
Okay, he's dead. So unless the duet spawns, we can probably just finish now. Right?
Our feline friend yearns for another hunt.
Look at this.
Will you oblige?
My infested cavet is just spreading viral everywhere.
It is done.
You know, even if you have like...
Flee to extraction now, or if you have it in you, ask Kalimos to find the next legacyte.
Even if you have...
Remember, the tech rot evolves quickly and
monsters that are like resistant to viral, you still wanna spread viral because it just increases damage they take. You don't really care for the initial damage of viral, but for what it does. I'm getting a lot of these extra antiviruses, but not really the green ones that I would need. Let's go to normal now. Make it a little bit easier. But I don't have any coda spawning in here. That's weird. Hold on. Exterminate Scaldra. Yeah, it's exterminate tech rot. It's 50% for duet chance. Okay.
At the end of the day, I really think everyone's doing the best they can. You know?
Guys, it's just... They are so cheesy. It's like...
Schooldraw ops came to purge the block. Tried and died. Now, quarantine. Civi's got no chance lest we do the purge ourselves. Hear me? Cutters and shooters gripped. Time to hunt.
Okay. Let's get to it, shall we? Now, where are the enemies? There are usually loads of them in this corridor. And we are really having fun, I see.
Scout your supply cache in the area. You get near, it will start ticking. Self-destruct.
Okay.
Need to be quick to get the goods. Yo! Supply cache clocked you. A further charge or two will melt that lock proper.
Yeah, we need to be faster for... Let's actually try to solve this. I can tell, finding 5 charges in like 90 seconds. It's gonna be hard.
Ain't no man getting bested by no tech-rotted fax machine.
Oh god. They should like fix it. Why does it start clocking so when you are so far away? It's hard as it is. Okay. I have 1 minute. Where are the charges though? Excuse me? There is one? Okay. This one is in the...
Fam, tech rot's well mad. Situation's about to get proper mental.
Oh, we raided. Okay, dude.
No regrets, man.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinions, even wrong ones.
Well done. Nice. God, what are you doing in that wagon, dude? It's not even... God damn it. Yeah, it's working as intended, you know? Okay, just 2 more enemies. And we're done.
You got the worst of it. Now come on home.
Whatever that was. He took a lot of beating there. Okay, you know what? I should probably enable auto sprint. Yeah. I have been holding shift for years now. I'm not just in Warframe, yeah, it's just in games in general, but it's like in here accessibility, right? Hold to sprint, no.
Eleanor, it don't help me having your toys eyeball my shooters at me. Get you sorted with threads, bling, ink.
Oh, I thought you can have like auto sprint by default. If that is not the case, then I will probably just want to hold to sprint. Yeah, save it. Screw this. What other options are? Like accessibility is very handy. Like fire manual trigger weapons continuously is you turn essentially every weapon that you would need to click repeatedly to just auto. There's just no reason not to have. You can customize hot colors. This is super good. Okay. Get me this computer. 25% for a duet. Okay. Okay, let's check if we have any people are going bounties more often. So let's do this survival. But before that, I should also again, let's change these Pyrazon modifications. So what else do we have? This one has been cut out. Okay, this one. Z has been cut off. W and this weird one. So I have only this one left. I really need more of the antivirus types. You get them from this, right? So it's a good idea to run these over and over again. Especially for reputation.
Gotta nurse these scrubbers. Keep them clean. Too much spore buildup and you got toad white on your hands. Hey, you think I'm playing? Shoot that buildup off now!
Ah, look, energy.
Situation critical! I hear Scaldra want these things back, but not every Scaldra's willing to come down here with all this rot. Good thing you're not as smart as Scaldra. Now get to work. Now you get to do things the hard way.
So duet, any duet? Hello? Yeah, it's Protea. Okay. He's playing Protella. But we don't have Protea. What is this then?
Hell scrubber ready for you.
These locations are so cool though. So I wonder what are these trees? Why do they have such a huge ass like trees and roots under the city? And my theory is that as infestation is like overgrowing everywhere, it is actually using these trees and nurturing them to grow more and using them as a like
this. See? My ass is out here on the line too.
to build up more mass everywhere
Use it when you need it, but
and reconstructing. So basically it grows wood, and not only wood, like the infestation is just, it's using everything. I don't think we have duet this session, so let's just get out of here. Hopefully we will get this new antivirus type that we don't have yet. What? Who is that viral damage going into though? New antivirus? Is it really a new one though? Let me double check. No, it's actually one that we already had. We already figured out that it doesn't work. But if you actually look at the coda, every time
how many boards does this game have?
you fight off one, actually disinfection, it grows up regardless if the antivirus was correct or not. So in the end, even if you are unlucky and you realize that only the last one that you used was the correct one, you will still have some progress already, so it will be less tedious. And also they didn't use up that much of the charges. So unlike Coup villages, this is much less tedious grind. You can get to the final fight rather quickly. And the final fight isn't like super hard anyway. And then you will get all of these rewards for vanquishing them. Of course you are going for the hard cells, which is what you buy the code of. Also look at this eye over there, this is so creepy, oh my god. Anyway, I think this is enough Warframe for today, unless there is some Nora quest that I would really like to do.
It's that time again, dreamers.
Heavy slam attack, I'm gonna do that. Heavy slam attack. 5 or more. Okay, let's do that one really quick, but we'll use another frame for that. So let's use Hildrin. Because on Hildrin I'm using the big bonk hammer. So that could be actually ideal. Let's do Legicide real quick. They already captured one Legicide, really? Oh, we are checking the another one, okay. That's good. Right.
Tech rod. It consumes and it learns. And the only thing we can do is try to destroy it.
Okay, they're already fighting.
It's on the run. Give chase. Hurry, harvest now. End this generation.
Excuse me, why am I... Oh my god.
With every Legocyte we cut down, a new one instantly emerges. How deep does this go? It is done. Either flee to extraction now, or if you have it in you, ask Kalimos to find the next Legocyte. Remember,
there will
the
be
tech
no
rod evolves quickly,
enemies
and
if we
your next
are.
battle will be harder still.
Maybe these enemies are too squishy for this kind of shenanigans. What kind of enemies I could utilize for this, I wonder. I know. Let's go to the simulation. That could work. Right? That could work, yeah. Wait. As a muscle memory, I just automatically go to the PC. Oh my god. So, in here? Elite Sanctuary Onslaught. I'm still one-shotting everything. We'll get better once we get like greenier enemies, because they have huge armor.
Opened a new data conduit. Proceed immediately.
Oh, lovely.
With each data conduit jump, the experiment's design.
Now I'm still one-shotting them though.
Efficiency. I trust you will be able to complete this study, Hunter?
Ah, there we go.
Many things have been taken from us.
There we go.
It's true. But fortune favors the bold, and there ain't none so bold as people with nothing.
Yeah. Okay. It's done. Fish. House of Ascension. Capture mission less than 90 seconds. I think we can do this. Speed tester.
coming up next.
Can be done pretty easily. And it's 7 grand. Okay, let's do one more. So we need someone who is speedy. I don't really have like Volt or Gauss or something. I do have Sarin and Varuna. They are really fast. Let's actually use Varuna for this. So any capture mission will do. Capture. Capture, here we go. Lit Fisher. Yeah, it's tempting. You could do like Nora while doing... Can we do it? I can actually pull it off. Let's try it. Let's pull it off. So we have 90 seconds. It should be fine.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting. There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic. A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. Collect reactant to open your relic. Be aware.
Lovely.
Corrupted enemies will drop it. Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. You've found the target. Capture them quickly before they escape. Scans indicate our target is in the vicinity. Find them. Success. The captive is safely in our hands. Congratulations, Tenno. Watch yourself. Grenier are on the way.
Yeah, but I don't have enough to open the relic though. I still don't have enough to open the relic. God damn it. Sorry guys. Oh my god. Oh, it's already over. I can't even pick one because I didn't crack my own. Just to prevent people from leeching. I don't care, I'm not here for that. I wanted to test it, but yeah, the fact that you need to collect reactant, it will slow you down. So you are not able to actually get there in those 90 seconds. Especially if just some slowpoke is just then running around. So what we're going to do we actually Gonna swap these two friends only. And we repeat this. It's just like normal capture. And I will go solo. It's gonna be fine.
You are here on a capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract our target. Target located. Bring them in.
Easy. Well, maybe not so easy. He's immune to my Voruna claws. Okay.
Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
What are we? 50 seconds. We have 30 seconds to get there. Well, it's more like a parkour test at this point. Oh my god. I'm not gonna make it. God damn it. Run faster, come on. What the hell is this? Oh. Ah, 7 seconds.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Got it. God damn it. I had 3 seconds left exactly. Phew. Got me a little worried there. Okay. Okay, that's enough. That's enough Warframe for now. Well then, thank you for watching. We have been streaming for 3 hours. Well, I can tell you exactly. It has been almost 4 hours. So I will need to prepare for the fencing class today. You know, eat something, prepare for the gym, etc. In the evening, we will be probably streaming maybe Claire Obscure today and go a little bit further through the story. I also want to finally finish the damn video, so I need to find some pictures. We had like nice royalty-free pictures library that we procured for ourselves, so we will take some pictures from there, because it's really not a that video is going to be about procrastination and, like, you know, work topics, but it's not really in a sense that it will be some concrete examples that I could make like diagrams for or whatever. But yeah, that's enough. That's enough rambling. That is for you people who are watching me on Twitch. For you who are watching me on YouTube, just disregard this. It's going to be a video for my consulting channel, so it is a different channel to this. Anyway, thank you for watching. Today we've watched some videos about Warframe. We played some Warframe. We went through Black Desert Online patches, and I will be playing some Black Desert Online on Friday. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for that. For now, thank you for watching, and I will see you